here tonight, so get in here. We in here to vibe.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. How's everybody doing? Let me know if y'all can hear me. How's everybody doing? Y'all, I came back and took a bath, baby. Ooh, it just felt so good. It felt so good. But y'all, I am not going to do the Kevin and Toya breakdown tonight. I want to spend, when I get off now, or when I get off after this, I want to listen to it and get a clear understanding of what happened. Because I'm only getting snips and bits from people giving me it, but I want to go listen to the whole thing. So I'm going to do that after I get off. So I'm going to do that tomorrow when majority of my people are still here, because I know some people went to sleep. So I just came back to tell y'all that, and to also say, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, help us all, Lord, help us all. Allah don't care who tell it at all. Allah just don't care who tell it. All right. Okay. Sorry, I had to drink some water. But Allah don't care who tell it. Okay. It don't care who tell it, when they tell it, how they tell it, how many times they tell it. Allah just don't care who tells it. All right. But I want to, if y'all will, let me know. Let me know if y'all are okay with me going into a little bit more about the case today. Just a little bit. Let me know. If y'all say no more, we don't need to hear no more, then I'll just move on. But if y'all want me to go into a little bit more of it, let me know. She said, I'm so glad you back. I got tired of looking at that woman gargle her mouth. Looks like she was about to chew it. Y'all are so crazy. All right, so the paperwork came in, right? Hold on, I know my husband want to kiss. Oh, love you. All right. Sorry, y'all. But the paperwork came in and something stuck out to me. All right. And I wanna highlight what stuck out to me. I'm going to take a let me see. Should I take a screenshot of it? I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I want y'all to put it in your, if you can. I want you to Google it, and I want 5 people to tell me what this means. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell y'all what it is, and I want y'all to tell me what it means. So, the name of it is oral motion to dismiss at close of state evidence. Oral motion to dismiss at close of state evidence. Tell me what that means. 5 people, look that up if you can. Oral motion to dismiss at close of state's evidence. Y'all tell me what that means, and then I'm gonna tell you what it means. If you know, or we gonna learn together. We gonna learn something. This is for learning, so we all can learn something. Okay. All right. So Candy said an oral motion to dismiss at the close of state evidence. I mean, it's close of state case being granted means a judge has agreed to end the criminal case against the defendant because the prosecution failed to present sufficient evidence to prove the defendant's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay. All right. So, and then Vanessa said after they got the evidence, the bitch said, I give up. I didn't look it up though. Oh, no, that's not what it means, Vanessa. Knee Deep said the state didn't have enough evidence to prove his case. All right. Jazzy said request to end the case. And Ms. Hurd said means the judge dismissed the case because the state dropped it. No, yours is not right, Mrs. Hurd. Because the state didn't drop shit. She's okay. So Tinker Tinker said it means Tangled Eyes lost the game. Raya said she didn't have enough evidence, so yeah, dismissed. All right. So what it means? Oh, let me read Maya. Maya said, Judge, even if you believe everything the prosecutor presented, it's still not enough to prove the case. So we ask you to dismiss it now before we even start our defense. Yes, that's exactly what it means. It means my attorney literally, and this not just in this case, it happens a lot. Okay. So right after the prosecution go up there, say everything they need to say, have their witness go up there. They ask their witness this, ask their witness that. Then my lawyer, the defense attorney, goes up there. He asks their witness something, right? And after he finished questioning the witness and whatnot, then he says, after everything, he says, Your Honor, I ask that this case be dismissed for lack of merits or whatever the terminology is. You know, I want to do a ask for dismissal of case because this is a lack of merits, and the prosecution did not prove their case. And normally a judge will say, well, let me just say it like this. If the judge feels that the prosecution case was even had a little weight, just a little weight, a little bit of weight, the judge will say, well, let me hear what you have. Let me hear what's your defense. What do you say about this? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? If the judge thought for one teeny beany second that the prosecution had anything, any weight, any merits, that wouldn't they have asked the defendants to present? Well, the judge did not. The judge dismissed. It happens in almost every case. I think even in the Diddy case, I think even after the prosecution said what they said to the Diddy case, I believe the defense attorney got up, said what they said, and asked for a dismissal. And the judge probably said, nah, we want to hear the case out. The judge dismissed the case right after the prosecution closed this case. The prosecution called the witness, which was Mrs. White. The prosecution asked Ms. White questions. My lawyer got up and asked Ms. White questions. Okay. Now, what I didn't know, because my lawyer didn't tell me everything that happened in the case, but as I listened to Ms. White just a few minutes ago, she said my lawyer brought up the fact that Sean had charges against her, right? But Sean, the same person that she told in the first court that she did not go off on Ms. Sean. She told the first judge that she did not go off on Ms. Sean. But in the system, it showed that Ms. Sean had cases. I didn't even know my lawyer was going to bring that up. I didn't even know my lawyer was going to bring that up at all. But apparently he brought up the fact. See, I'm going to tell you what my lawyer did. My lawyer pulled her record. That's what it seems like to me. Because I didn't even know he was going to say anything about that. But apparently he said that he probably, I don't know what all he said, because, you know, he didn't tell me everything that went on from word from word. She said, check your phone. Okay, hold on. Let me check my phone. Oh, thank you. Child, look at here, look at here. All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to put it up. So, thank you. So it sounds like, let me take a screenshot so I can easily put it up. It sounds like, let me cover up her, well, I'm just going to read it. I'm not even going to put up no paperwork. I'm just going to read it. Y'all just going to have to trust me. So her original complaint, because she said that the reason why she lost the case was because it only had one date up there, right? That's what she said, right? But let me just show y'all something. I'm going to try to block out the dates and I mean, not the dates, but I'm going to try to block out her name, because, you know, they'll be trying to say I'm putting her name. I just want y'all to see one thing. Hold on. Not one thing, but I want y'all to see. Let me see if I can. Oh, shoot. I can't zoom in. Well, look, I want y'all to see that she put down multiple dates. She told the court this how many times I harassed her. Look. This is what she says. It says, what did the suspect do? Continually harassing and stalking and creating fake something. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta blow it up because I can't see it. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to blow it up and then it shows her name. So it says creating fake stories. Oh, creating fake stories. Okay, I couldn't even see that. All right, hold on. Let me put it back up. All right, let me just block her. Let me just block this out because I don't want her to be like, oh, she released my name, as if everybody don't know who her name is. But she went over there and told people that the reason why she lost is because she only put down one date. Okay. All right. Y'all already know who I am, so I don't care if y'all know my address. Hell, it's been out there forever. All right. So let's zoom in. Sometime when I zoom in, it'll show her name. Okay. I don't want to put her name because I don't want her trying to say I released her personal information or whatever. So anyway, she said that the reason why she lost is it was because only one date was put down there. So this is what she said. What did the suspect do? Continually harassing, stalking, and creating fake stories about me, threatening to expose victim if she doesn't give someone else an apology in 24 hours, with 5,000 to 11,000 people participating and egging it on. Damn, it was 5,000 to 11,000 people egging it on. I don't remember that day. Why did the suspect do this? For hate of who I support? Where and when did this happen? All on YouTube. What dates? I want y'all to make sure y'all see this. Can y'all see these dates? She said, I did this on November the 11th, November the 14th, November the 19th, December the 3rd, December the 7th, December the 7th, December the 7th again, December the 8th, December the 9th. And she put, there's other dates, but she has covered the viewing status to private. Y'all know my shit, I got every video up. Every video up, okay? So again, the dates, a lot of dates are on there. So I don't know what that's about, that she's now saying that the reason why she lost was because it was I think she said something to the fact of it was only one date on there, and what she was complaining of didn't, she said, oh, she said, no, they said I can only talk about what happened on December the 6th. Well, why is that when you got all these dates up there? She's the one put 6/11, November the 6th, November the 11th, November the 19th, December the 3rd, December the 7th, December the 7th, December the 7th, December the 8th, December the 9th. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know what that's about, but she claims that that's why she lost. She said that's why she lost. So again, right? I wanted to show y'all that, but let's also go back to oh, let me turn this around. Hold on. What does this say? It says, what is the relationship to the suspect? And she said, only know through social media. Okay, that ain't nothing. All right, so let me just stop sharing that. And then, let me see what else I got here. Let me see what this is. All right, so but when they took the report, let's put this up right quick. When they took the report, when the guy took the report, when she was able to tell him whatever she was able to tell him, because I don't know what she told the cops, the summons says cyber stalking misdemeanor, right? Offense code 5337. It says date of offense. It says November the 6th. Okay. And then it has her information on there and blah, blah, blah. And then she says on or about the date of offense shown and in the county name above, the defendant unlawfully and willingly did knowingly permit electronic communication device, a computer under the defendant control to be used for the purpose prohibited by blah, 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 to ignore, threaten, terrify, harass, or embarrass the victim via live YouTube forum and community wall. Okay. So the judge heard what I said. Okay. Because, you know, I guess they heard, she played the recording or whatever of what I said. The judge heard that. The judge also heard, you know, her say all this other frivolous bullshit, right? Saying I did this, saying I did that, saying I'm terrorizing this person or that person, and it's not just happening to her, and you know, I'm this terrorizer or whatever, right? Then my attorney gets up and questioned her. After my attorney finished, and I would tell y'all exactly what he said, but I'm not gonna say that because that's just between me and him. We like to joke like that. But anyway, after my attorney finished questioning her, he turned to the judge. And I said earlier it was a female, but it was a male judge. So he turned to the judge and said, Your Honor, I ask that this be dismissed for lack of merit. This is not a harassment case. And the judge granted dismissal immediately. The judge did not say, well, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me hear the defense. Let me find out, you know, tell me why your client cussed her out. The judge didn't want to hear none of that. The judge dismissed the case right after the case closed their case. I mean, the DA, the prosecution closed their case. The judge dismissed it. Hey, Lampo. Which means that they did not prove nothing. All right. So anyway, I want to put this up because, you know, the people in the chat talking about she should be embarrassed to go around and she should be embarrassed to have 9 charges against her. Well, I'm not. You want to know why? Because if they ever pull up my record. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all. And not only was it dismissed, it was dismissed, right? Without a plea deal, which means that I didn't even have to plea. You know, normally when you're having a criminal charge, they try to get you to take a plea. They try to say, well, at least say you're never going to speak on her ever again or some shit like that or whatever in a criminal case. It says district dismissed by the court, no plea agreement, mean that it was dismissed. I pled not guilty and it was dismissed, no plea agreement, which means that I didn't have to plead to nothing. 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 So anyway, I just wanted to put this up here right quick. Hold on. Let me highlight this. Because I need for the people in the back to see this all the way in the bike. Hold on. What y'all see right there? Plead not guilty. District dismissed by the court, no plea agreement. Which means it was dismissed. I do not have no record. And I had an attorney and she had the district, the state took it over. The state was this person, and here's my lawyer. I retained him. Y'all see I have a lawyer. Y'all remember a person was squealing. She didn't even have no attorney. She took y'all money for nothing. And see, and I challenge every freaking person that claimed they have an attorney to come out and prove that shit. Instead of just lying and saying they had an attorney, come out and prove it. Show it on your paperwork, because just like this is shown on the paperwork, everybody should be able to come out and show that they retained an attorney. If they can't show it, then they a liar from the pits of hell. If they can't show his name, it doesn't say retain, it ain't appointed, it's retained, meaning that I paid for this attorney. So please don't listen to the lies. Don't listen to the lies. Some people just lie for no reason. They just lie. One more thing. I heard this lady say that I had a warrant for my arrest, and I heard the cop that was talking to her, I don't know if he was trying to stroke her ego or what, by saying that when I touched down in Charlotte that I was going to be arrested. Well, I did something better than just touch down in Charlotte. I took a picture with the cops when I made it to the courthouse. I took a picture with two cops. Two cops. I literally took a photo with two cops. So if I was supposed to be arrested when I touched down in Charlotte, then why the hell was I not arrested? I literally was in Charlotte, y'all, in court. Why wasn't I arrested? Because there was no warrant for my arrest. I don't care what that cop told her. I don't know if he was just trying to get her off the phone or just get her to leave him alone. I don't know. But when I tell you, I was not ever under a warrant for my arrest. There was no warrant for my arrest. I walked in the courthouse. No, if there was a warrant for my arrest, I would have been arrested the day of court, the day of the TPO. I asked my paid ass attorney more than once, is there a warrant? He says, there is not a warrant for your arrest. What, my attorney is going to lie to me? My attorney is going to say, you don't have a warrant, and I really do? Anyway, again, all I'm saying is, I don't understand why the lies. And then she called herself showing a video with the outside of the court. You didn't even show the whole thing. You didn't even show the commotion. You didn't even show the commotion. She didn't even show the commotion. Like, you can't show half of what happened and then be like, see, two men talking. That's not what happened. They followed us out the courthouse. They followed us. And the reason why I say they followed us, because they started talking to us in the courthouse. As we were walking out, he said, hey, man, can I talk to you for a minute? And my attorney also said, no, y'all don't need to be talking. No. Just like my attorney ignored her and brushed her off when she tried to talk to him, when she tried to say, hey, Mr. Todd. And he says, no, don't talk to me. But he said that because he's like, I don't represent you. You're not paying me. So what am I going to talk to you for? He told me that she tried to flag him down and talk to him. She admitted it on her panel. He told her, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I told you I interviewed my attorney before I retained him. I interviewed him. I interviewed 2 others. So with that being said, he did not want to talk to her. I'd already told him to dilly. So, you know, she says, my attorney says, no, my attorney told my husband, don't talk to her. My attorney told us, don't talk to them. Because he said, hey, man, can I talk to you for a minute? And Jay just an extra nice guy. He's a nice man. He's like, yeah, what's up? And as they was talking, I did not like the way her husband was getting close to my husband. I didn't like it. So I said, no, you are not going to do that. You're not going to. To me, I felt like he was trying to like little boy my husband. They're older than we are, right? And I felt like he was trying to little boy him, getting real close to him. And they was like kind of whispering. I don't know what the fuck they were saying. But all I know is I'm like, no, hell no. You're not about a little boy. I didn't say these words. I said, Jay, don't talk to him. And Jay said, wait, hold on, babe. I said, no, don't talk to him. And she, not nicely, and if she was honest, she would say it. She was not nicely. She said, don't you get in my husband's face. That's exactly what she said to me. Don't you get in my husband's face. And she says her daughter wasn't putting her fist in her hand. Yes, she was. She was acting like a little thug. She was acting like a little thug, like she wanted to fight. And it wasn't just her daughter. It was her. I don't know if that was her son or her daughter's boyfriend. I don't know who he was, but they followed us to our goddamn car. So anyway, nevertheless, they did try to act like they was about that business. And they was not there in the beginning of when they first walked up. She called them up to the courthouse. She called them. Now, she said, don't think I'm scared of you. Nobody ever said you were scared of me, but you called your kids. But you have no reason to be scared of me. I'm not no violent person. I don't have no record, baby. I'm not a violent person. You don't have no reason to be scared of me. But another thing, anyway, this shit is just crazy. There's no need to lie or anything. You didn't prove your case. I didn't do anything to you. I cussed you out. You got mad. You wanted to try to prove something to a bunch of misfits, and you failed to do that. You can do whatever you want to do, but I will say this, and this is not a threat, but we will see each other in court again because you did some things. You lied on me, lady, in court. And we gotta talk about that. You lied on me in court. You accused me of calling you on the phone. Why are you acting like that didn't happen? So anyway, but like I said, this part right here is over. This part is over. The cyber stalking, my plea was not guilty, finding and verdict. District dismissed by the court, no plea agreement, meaning that I did not plea. I did not say, okay, I won't ever mention your name again if you drop the charges. No, it was no plea agreement whatsoever. They did not prove their case, period. They did not prove their case. Yes, the judge heard me cuss or whatever the case may be, all that. They even tried to say, they even tried to play a recording that I said, they can't do nothing to me, and I'm not gonna go to court. As if that was gonna do something. And my attorney was like, okay, yeah, she said that. Okay. You know, like, what's wrong with her saying that? What's wrong with me saying I wasn't going to court? I retained an attorney, a real one. I didn't just lie and say I had an attorney. No, I had a real attorney. I just wish these people that come out here and lie would just be honest and say, yeah, you know what? I lied. I said I got an attorney and I didn't. I just wish they would do that. But you know what? They're not going to do it, or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all I got an attorney and I didn't get one, because it's too easy to prove. Hell, these are public ass documents. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, somebody said in the little chat or whatever, she should be embarrassed. All these charges on her just for over YouTube. Anybody can get charged, but baby, what getting charged gonna do if it ain't sticking? What is getting charged gonna do if it's not sticking? Anybody can go file a charge. Anybody can go file a charge. It does not mean that you're guilty. Okay? It does not mean that you're guilty. And I'm not guilty. My plea was not guilty. Findings and verdict, dismiss. It didn't even say not guilty because they didn't even prove a case for it to be a case. That's what I'm trying to get to y'all. It wasn't even about the judge saying, okay, like he did in the other case. Okay, let me hear your side. Okay, let me hear your side. The judge like, wait a minute, is that what you got? Is that all you got? Case dismissed. My attorney felt the need, like, I don't even have to prove anything because they don't have a case. They don't have a case. My lawyer told me, he said, my lawyer said, he said, did she call you? Did she follow you? Did she text you? Did she come in your chat? Did she do this? Did she do that? Did she do this? Judge, case dismissed. That's not harassment. This is not a harassed case, man. This is not a cyber stalking. My client didn't do anything to her. My client cussed her out. Her feelings was hurt. And the judge dismissed the case without even hearing Mr. Todd have to say anything. But she said there was no recordings played in court from my attorney. Not this time, but trust and believe, all those recordings were submitted in. Okay? All those recordings were submitted in. So anyway, like I said, and I don't even know what this second document is. What is this? And no, I didn't have to pay no court fees or anything. I don't know who paid them. Somebody else must have paid them. But I do not have a court record. I don't have a court record, and I don't have to pay no monies and none of that. And none of that. Okay? None of that. All right? So anyway. Dismiss. And it was dismissed without my attorney having to prove anything. But he was ready, baby. He was ready. But he didn't have to. She said, Lampo, you funny. Girl, you funny. So again, dismissed. I do not have a record at all. Disposed. Done. And this is so crazy because, and then let me just show y'all something. I don't even know if I can show y'all all of this. Can I? Let me see. Let's make sure ain't no other names on here. I just want to make sure her name is not on here at all. Hold on. I wish I had the transcripts. Can I get them? Because I would love to go over what was said in the court. Anyway, I was trying to show y'all that one of the continuance was not even on us. It was on them. They asked for a continuance. That's what I wanted to show y'all. But anyway, that's it, y'all. That's it. We're gonna talk about something else because, like, in my opinion, this is over. She said they gonna talk because none of them winning. She said they really be wanting things to happen to her more, but everything gets denied. Exactly. They do want something to happen to me. And so sad it's not, you know. She said, ain't they doing a RICO? Because 9 cases and all the ones who filing them are in a cult. Hey, or organization. She said that's why they all over there trying to hear the truth. All over here, right? They all over here trying to hear the truth. They should be because they probably like, you know. But my lawyer is aware that it's multiple cases, multiple people. And he has, you know, we have talked about some things. So just stand fast, you know what I'm saying? And let's just see, you know. Let's just see. What I will say is, you know, just because people foul doesn't mean that, you know, I told y'all, who was that guy? Kevin Hart. He filed a defamation case against Tasha K, and everybody was like, ooh, Kevin Hart about to take Tasha down. His money long. I was even saying it over here too. Kevin Hart money long. He about to end Tasha. Man, Kevin Hart case was dismissed. R. Kelly case was dismissed. R. Kelly broke though. R. Kelly is broke, and I don't know how much Kevin Hart paid, but he wasted his money. You know what I'm saying? So you need to settle court for money and time wasted. They try anything at this point, and that doesn't look good. It's very obvious what they're trying to do. Yes. There's no need to go back and forth with people that just don't understand. Exactly. And I'm not going back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, she's not my content. It's just that, you know, I listen in on a little bit because I just kind of want to hear her version of the story. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't care who tell it. I don't care who tell it. I don't care who tell it. So some more. Did you see K. Diddy crop himself in his son graduation picture? Girl, no. Say it ain't so. Listen, somebody told me earlier that he was trying to sell some some damn ball lotion or whatever. I had to go look and see. Like, what? Hold on, let me see. Let me run and see right quick, baby. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Uh, why you say it's cropped? Hold on, y'all know I could tell. Hold on, let me see. I don't think it was cropped. From what I'm looking at it, it doesn't look cropped. And I could kind of tell when a photo was cropped. Nah, that's a real photo. It looked like a real photo to me. Yeah, nah, that's a real photo. Should look at his hands on the hug. Let me see his hands on the hug. Let me go to his hands. Mm, it's real. Why y'all think why you think the hands on the hug? Hmm. Hold on, let me just zoom in a little bit more. It looked like a real photo to me. I can't tell if he did on that one. I can't tell. It looks real to me. That one looked real to me. She said, I think it is too. You know, he's not missing an opportunity for a picture with his pretty self. More, what do you think of his apology? See, that's the thing. I gotta hear it. But she said, I think it was an old picture. It may be an old picture, but I don't think the picture was cropped. I think it's really him. She said, I was wondering when he left to go to his graduation. I don't think I don't think he was at no graduation today. You know, they probably just post old pictures. Let me see. Today I honored 2 milestones, 2 generations, 1 legacy. My son Israel, you've crossed the threshold of youth into manhood, graduating with discipline and power. Takes to wish. And maybe not, even though it says today, he's just saying the date of this photo. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying like today, as in August the 5th. He's just saying the day that happened. He honored or whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think he meant. She said the photos are real, but before they left, I believe. Yeah, it would probably happen before they left, and he's just posting it, and he's saying on that particular day they both graduated. Is what he's saying. Yeah, they took the pictures before they left. He just walked though. Yeah, he probably did just walk, but they took the pictures before he left. Yeah, I believe that. But I don't believe the photos are cropped. I can kind of tell, you know, crop photos unless they real good. He posted that because Toya said they never seen them graduate or their report card. Oh yeah, you know, and listen, he's always reacting to what somebody else said, you know, about him. He has to react. I went back and seen a video from way, you know, long time ago and whatnot. And I seen him explaining himself long time ago. And I was just like, oh my God, you know, and he was explaining himself about his wives. I mean, not explain. Yeah, he was, you know, talking to a live audience or video, whatever it was. And it was something said about the wives long time ago, way before the Brianna and LaTruth situation. So he's been a type of person to explain everything to, you know. She said, I believe it was the day from the last year date. It may have been. So, but I did not hear what he said about Toya. So I want to listen to it though. Toya need to expose everything and stop trying to hold herself back. If Toya was going to expose something, she would have done it by now. I don't actually think there's anything to expose. She said, girl, you made him shave his chest. Yes, I did notice that because I did say he had hamburger meat on his chest and then he went and shaved his chest. Yeah. So I do believe he, you know, listen. I see the brothers, both of them, not just Kevin, both of them. They're very insecure, very insecure. And I believe it stems from just being Dusty's growing up, you know, and they didn't feel like the cool kids at all. They were not the cool kids. I believe they wore dusty shoes, dusty clothes. You know, they probably was living with their grandmama struggling. So grandmama probably didn't dress them the best or whatnot, you know. And they just seemed like they just grew up dusty. And because of that, you know, and they probably had people around them that probably grew up just a little bit better than them. And because of that, they grew insecurities. And there's nothing wrong with being insecure going into adulthood. However, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to gain your confidence. You know what I mean? Whether it's by pushing yourself or doing some self-help books or maybe going to counseling and learning how to love on you, you know, basically, you know, loving all over you, really loving on you, learning how to love yourself. Because once you love yourself, once you get to the point where you love yourself, and I don't mean just say you love yourself, but actually love yourself, right? And loving yourself is accepting that you're not perfect. Loving yourself is not, oh, I like my looks. I like my hair. I like the car that I drive. I like the, friends that I have. That's not loving yourself. Loving yourself is accepting who you are. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent is literally accepting flaws that you cannot change. Okay. Some things that we can change, some things that we can't change. But when you start loving you, when you start accepting, you know what? One eye is smaller than the other one. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Or my hair is not curly. I'm okay with that. I have 4C hair. I'm okay with that. My eyebrows are bald. I'm okay with that. Accepting what you can't change. Well, you can change the bald eyebrows, right? But things that you cannot change, you accept them, right? And stop being a people pleaser. Both brothers are people pleasers. They try to do what they think the internet wants them to do. That's why you saw LaTruth go out and buy all this expensive jewelry. Well, it wasn't expensive, but he tried to pretend that it was anyway. Expensive shoes. Him and his brother both got $3,000 pair of shoes. I don't give a damn if I have $3,000 to spend on a pair of shoes. I'm not doing that. Because for what? But anyway, but they felt that they had something to prove. They wanted to be able to say, I can do this, which is crazy to me. So they made some dumbass decision. No one taught them that material shit don't mean nothing. It ain't gonna mean nothing in 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. They ain't gonna mean nothing. They didn't learn that. They thought flossing for other people, buying bots, making them look like that they are important. They thought that it was going to really make them important. And it may make you important temporarily. People really may start flocking to you because they think you got something. But they are not the only ones that do that. The reason why Bishop Whitehead is in prison right now is for the very reason he tricked the banks into believing that he was already rich. He fudged bank accounts and documents and whatnot, pretending that he was already rich to get a loan in order to receive $1 million or millions of dollars of loans. And they gave it to him because they already thought he had money, already thought he was rich. He ain't the only one did it. You want to know who else did it? Simon, Portia's husband. He did the same thing. So they say fake it till you make it, but sometimes that faking it can be illegal. But they went and bought bots to feel important. Because just like Ringo said, dang, I thought y'all was millionaires. I thought y'all, had it going on. Yeah, well, you might think somebody with a million supporters do have it going on, right? You're like, damn, that person got 1 million supporters. They somebody. But they got 1 million supporters, but you ain't never seen the 100,000 supporter plaque. Because YouTube ain't giving no plaques to fake bots. So if you bought your 100,000 subscribers, you're not getting the YouTube plaque. And if they had a YouTube plaque, they would show it. They don't have one, neither one of them, which means how the hell did Kevin get the 200,000 and LaTruth get the 300,000? Well, you do the math. You do the math. Nevertheless, that's wanting to look important. Fake it till you make it. Wanting to look important. So they go out and buy bots because in their mind, that 1 million subscribers on Facebook, it validates them. It makes them feel special. It makes them feel huge, large, important. Somebody. But why would you want 1 million supporters, and sometimes you don't. This thing I'm looking at right now, a picture of him and his daughter. It got 32 likes. Hell, a million people at. She said, "Wait, why don't they have YouTube plaques? The fuck? Well, because they don't have legit supporters. That's why. But thank you for the $5 super chat. But they don't have legit. Those are not legit. What are they gonna do? And you can go buy a plaque. So don't be alarmed. In the next week or so, we see a whole plaque pop up because you can buy them. You can go buy them. I don't want to buy my plaque. If I ever earn it, I want to earn it. Earning things to me feels like an accomplishment. Buying fucking subscribers, it doesn't make me feel accomplished. It would make me feel weird, to be honest with you. It would literally make me feel weird. But it does make some people feel good. I don't see how. How, knowing that you cheated and that don't mean nothing. How does that feel? But I haven't seen the video. I'm gonna pull it up. I said I wasn't gonna look at it now, but I am. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Let's break this thing down. LaToya. Family foster. Now, before I even watch it, right? LaToya. I'm going to say this. I don't care what was said on her live that he said. And let me tell you why I don't care what was said. Have y'all ever heard of a day late and a dollar short? I know people say, oh, how do they say it? Better late than never. No. It ain't no better late than never. Some things is not better late than never. Everything is not better late than never, okay? Everything is not no better late than never. Sometimes you are a day late and a dollar short. You cannot. Last night, Fishy had a live. Now, I think she deleted it, but she said the most disgusting things in that live. The most disgusting things in that live. Downright nasty, right? She was talking about Toya, Kevin's sister Toya. Kevin came in the live. She acknowledged him. Now, let me say this, and let's put our thinking caps on, because we ain't dummies over here. Kevin is the type of person, when he goes into a live, he listens before he speaks. So he knew what Felicia was talking about. So he can't just say, oh, no, I just peeped in the live and spoke. No. Hardly no one does that. No one just go in someone live and just speak right away. They listen, see what a person's talking about. He knew what she was talking about. So he can't just say, oh, I just peeked in and spoke. No. Kevin is the type of person, he's going to listen and know what you're talking about before he even say anything in the chat. And he did that. Okay? And this is not the first time that Felicia has spoke on his sister in the most disgusting way. It's not the first. But this particular time, she was saying the most nastiest stuff about Toya and her husband. Okay? And Kevin said something in the chat, and she says, oh, you may not want to be here. You may not want to be here. You might want to just go on and go. I love you, but you may want to sit this one out, right? And I don't even know if she still got the video up. I think she took it down. But anyway, I think he stayed in a little bit longer. or whatever, or maybe he said something. He may have stayed in the whole thing, who knows, but he said something else or whatever. She was like, I know, I love you, but you may not want to hear this, Kevin. You might want to go ahead and go. Then she proceeded to continue actually saying most disgusting things about Toya and her husband. Now, I say that to say, if that bothered him, if it angered him to hear because she said things like she said Toya was so UGLY, right? She said her body was upside down. She was born UGLY. She said she was born with a beard and a bunch of other stuff. I'm downplaying it, but it was disgusting, y'all. It was disgusting, right? Kevin didn't say, "Ooh, Fee, I support you, Fee, but you pushing it tonight. You going a bit far." He didn't say that. He waited to today. And I'm going to put my own spin on it as to why I feel like he waited. I feel like he waited because he knew me, Break Room, Ashley D, Sean. He knew we would say something about that. And trust me when I tell you, I had already planned on it. I said, this is disgusting. I said, this man sit here and will allow someone else to drag his sister like that. Now, let me ask you something, y'all. Somebody said it's still up. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to play it on my page because, baby, I ain't trying to get flagged. The things that she was saying out her mouth, child, I don't even want her on my damn channel. You hear me? But y'all heard the expression, I could be mad at my sibling or my spouse or, my any family member, right? You could be mad, or your friend. You could be mad at your friend, your siblings, your family members, your spouse, whatever. And you could say something to them. But when somebody else says something to them, you got a whole issue. Have y'all heard of that, right? That's how Kevin should be. Kevin should be like, well, I could talk about my sister. She my sister. Even though it's wrong, right? I could talk about my sister. She my sister. But I'm not about to allow you to talk about my sister. You ain't about to say the most disgusting things about my sister, about my nephews, about my nieces. No, you ain't gonna do it. That's how most people are. They're very protective of the ones that they love. They are. So they say, I'll pop my shit about her. I say this, I say that. Oh, but you can't. You can't, and you can't. The fact that he's just now, today, wanting to act like he wanna, and he named his live, let me see. What did he name it? Let me be the bigger person. Or let me go to his page. Because that's what drew me. I said, look at him over here, a day late and a damn dollar short. So the name of the live is I'm honoring my duty to my family. You late. Let me look when he first went out on Toya. So, well, I don't know if this is when he first went off on Toya, but well, I don't know when he first went off, but let's just go to the live that he said something about his sister. Did he delete it? Oh, I never insulted my sister. I never insulted my sister's children once. We just gonna go to that video. Now, if y'all want to take it back before then, y'all just let me know when it started. But that was 2 weeks ago. That was dated 2 weeks ago, right? So my thing is, it took you 2 weeks. It took you 2 weeks, and it was probably longer than that, but it took you 2 weeks to come out and say, I'm honoring my duty to my family? I'm honoring my duty to my family. Bullshit. He sat back and enjoyed people dragging his sister, making her feel like shit. He came out and publicly denounced her and said, I don't want to ever have nothing to do with you ever again, to his own damn flesh and blood. Even if he felt that way. It was never YouTube's business. He could have texted her that. How is he any better than what Bree did to LaTruth? What he did was disgusting. Denounced his sister in front of a bunch of strangers to make him feel better about himself, to make it look like he's standing on business. You denounced your blood on social media. You was an idiot. He's an idiot. The fact that he calls himself a leader, a life coach, a man. He's older than she is, right? Who would follow him? You would be a fool to. He's no king. He's no leader. He damn sure ain't nobody's coach. I wouldn't let this joker coach my damn doll. I wouldn't. This man gets mad and come out here and denounce his flesh and blood in front of strangers. He ain't met these people online. Even if we say, okay, well, LaTruth have met some people, right? Even if we want to give that to him, LaTruth has met some people. Who the hell has Kevin met that's supposed to be his supporters? Have Kevin ever did a meet and greet with LaTruth supporters? Who has he met? Has he ever invited anybody to his home? Has he met anybody out in a club, the airport, anywhere? These are strangers to him. Kevin didn't go to no birthday party. Why he wasn't at the birthday party, but now all of a sudden he's the brother? Why he didn't go to the party? These are strangers to him. And you come out in front of strangers and denounce your sister in front of strangers. And now, 2 weeks later, I'm honoring my duty to my family. You are a day late and $1 short. Now, I'm not Toya. And Toya can do whatever she will with that. Right? She could do whatever she will with that. But it just couldn't be me. Now, I always said siblings fight. Siblings will make up. Don't matter. No matter how bad it gets. I said it would come a time that they would get it together. But the fact that he allowed these people, oh my God, they did horrible ass thumbnails, altering her face, making her look, oh my God, they wanted to humiliate her, embarrass her, shame her. And the thing about it is he was enjoying it. He was literally getting a kick out of it. He was literally liking the fact that they was coming at Toya. He was loving it. You can't tell me for one moment that he didn't love it. He probably was secretly like, yeah, get her, get her. He was secretly cheering them on. And let me tell you how. By saying things to Amber like, yeah, in a way, you seem like, or in a way, I look at you as my sister, or you always seem like a truth teller, and giving her compliments knowing that she just drugged the dog shit out of his sister. He gave strangers the go-ahead. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Just because you don't directly out of your mouth tell someone to do something, the fact that you don't tell them not to do it can sometimes means that you were okay with it and you told them to do it. You don't have to always say, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. It ain't always about what you say. Sometimes it's about what you don't say. Him and his punk ass brother, they both punks to me. They literally did not go in these people chats and say, stop talking about my blood sister. Yeah, I'm mad at her right now. I'm mad as hell at her right now. But I do not want to hear you dragging my sister, putting her on thumbnails, talking about her children, talking about her husband, or whatever the case may be. Do not do that in the name of support me, that you support me. He allowed them to drag his sister, all in the name of I support Kevin. Fuck that shit. Now you want to honor my duty to honor my family is bullshit. Without even hearing nothing this man said today, it is bullshit. I call bullshit on that. If he wanted to honor his duty to his family, he would have never allowed any of those people to drag Toya in the name of support for him, because that's the only reason why they did it. They didn't do it because they had a direct issue with Toya. They did it because they support Kevin. And Kevin and Toya had a public fallout. It was done in the name of support for Kevin. But he has to live with that. And trust me, he don't give no damns. He doesn't care. He wanted Toya to hurt. He knows Toya wear her emotions on her sleeve and she boo-hoo cry over the smallest things. He knows that. And he wanted her to do that because he really wanted Toya. He wanted to make it seem like I have the power over you. He wanted Toya to feel like these people support me. They don't support you. It was a flex. They support me. They don't give a damn about you. We just snatched all your power from you. He wanted Toya to see that him and his brother have the capabilities to snatch her power cord. They've probably been so used to manipulating her, using her, and mistreating her whole entire damn life. So why you think it's just going to turn off now? No, that's not how it works. He wanted Toya to know, I have the power to ruin you. I have the power to make you feel like shit. And until I get tired of them dragging you, mocking you and your children, saying the most nastiest things about you, until I get tired, it's going to happen. So he allowed it. He allowed it. He allowed this. If Kevin had any ounce, him or his brother had any ounce of leadership in him, any ounce, I mean any ounce, even a freaking half a teaspoon, if this man had any ounce of leadership in him, it wouldn't have took 2 weeks. The same day they came out dragging her, he would have said, no. Yes, we are angry at each other. But I cannot stand and allow y'all to drag my sister. And if you support me, then you will not do this. Please don't jump in between our fight. Allow us to have our moment, duke it out, fight it out, be mad at each other. But please stand on the sideline. Don't get in it. Don't get in it. Please don't get in it. Because he would have told them that, and let me tell you why. It would have been for his love for his sister, but also the love of his supporters. Because at the end of the day, when him and his sister get back cool, the supporters are going to be ousted. He ain't going to pay them no mind no more. You understand what I'm saying? So for the sake of the love of his supporters and the love of his sister, he would have asked them to stay out of it. He would have said, y'all, please, just stay on the sideline. Don't get in this. I don't want y'all involved in our spitball fight. I don't want y'all involved. I don't want y'all throwing blows because I don't want you getting hit. He would have told them to stay out of it, but he didn't. He encouraged it. Did he come out his mouth and encourage it by saying, go do this? Maybe not. But how did he encourage it? By going into their chats and saying, oh, you're a great blogger, or you're good journalism. You do good work. You're a truth teller. You've always had my back. He told the very people. He commented on everybody that drug his sister. And maybe even if it wasn't the drag post or the drag video to his sister, it was other content that he commented on, letting them know, I see you, I hear you, and I appreciate you. That's why he did that. He may not have commented directly on the drag post. But again, the fact that he commented on their work means I see you, I hear you, and I appreciate you. Thank you for having my back. How you gonna ask a bunch of damn strangers? Thank you for having my back against my own fucking sister. No, if he cared anything about his sister or those supporters, he would have said, stay out of it. Stay out of it. Don't even get in this. It's ugly, but this too shall pass. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'll just read that later. Thank you. So anyway, but he would have said, this too shall pass. Please don't get in this. I don't want y'all involved in this. We've had issues before because they have. All siblings do. Come on. Probably not to this magnitude. Think social media then turned up the damn volume. Right? But let's get into so anyway, so when I look at Kevin's post that he made, I'm honoring my duty as my family. If anybody in that live believe anything that this man say, then you crazy. The title itself is manipulative. The title itself is a lie. I'm honoring myself. I'm honoring my duty to my family. Bullshit. If you was honoring a duty to your family, you would never do what you did. And again, without me knowing what was said, this shows more so that he's weak. Because what the title should have been, I fucked up. I showed my weakness, and now I need to make this shit right because I screwed up. The name of the title of his live should have said, I screwed up. I screwed up. I messed up. I was wrong. I screwed up. But a narcissist will not do that. A narcissist will not admit fault. They'll blame it on somebody else and make that other person take the responsibility. They will twist it, turn it, flip it until the other person feel that, oh yeah, okay, I can see why I went wrong. And they're very good at it. They're very manipulative. They have you thinking that, God damn it, you did something to them. Let's go to Toya Live right quick. Let me go to Toya Live. So again, his title alone, I call bullshit on. I'm gonna assume that it is. Which live is it? Is it I'm truly trying to be the bigger person? Is it that live? I'm truly trying to be the bigger person. Is it that one? I'm assuming it's that one. Or is it the one right before that one? Okay, I see somebody said no. So it's not I'm truly trying to be the bigger person from Toya, so it's not that live? 11 hours ago? She said yes, and the one before that one. Okay, which one should I listen to first? Good morning, family. It's her last live. Okay, hold on. She said Toya live. Yeah. I'm in Toya's live, but I'm trying to figure out which one is in her last live when she have a big heart. Okay. Oh, is it the one that said it's Monday, the beginning of the week? I hope y'all are motivated. Wait a minute, hold on. You are right. Just like when Bree told you to mind your business, you did just that. So please explain why Kevin couldn't do the same to his RA supporters. He enjoyed it back to the bushes. Absolutely, he enjoyed it. He enjoyed every moment of it, every minute of it. He loved the fact that they was dragging her and hurting her feelings because he know his sister is mushy. Toya is mushy. Let's just be honest. Toya is mushy. She has mushy feelings. Toya has not established the I don't give a fuck what y'all say spirit. She don't have that. She don't have the spirit of I don't give a fuck what y'all say. She's still not there yet, but she will get there. She will. I promise y'all she will. But she's not, she don't have the I don't give a fuck what you say about me spirit yet. It's gonna come. She mushy. She cares what's being said about her, her children, and her husband. She cares. One day she won't. She won't give no damns. She won't. It won't affect her like that. All right, I need to know. Let me just play. Let me go to this one, and y'all just tell me if this is it or not. Anybody want to come up? Kevin, want to come up? Whoever want to come up and speak. Hold on, let me go back. So it sound like, did she say anything? Let me see. She said it's the live that's 41 minutes long. Okay, it's this one. Y'all just coming in, hit that like button. I'm trying to see on here where the people that want to come up come in because I ain't really did this from my cell phone. But y'all, can y'all see the link down there in the chat? I don't know who deleting comments. I can't even see the comments because I'm on my phone. I should have did this from my laptop. But okay, so she said skip it till you see Kevin up there. Okay, hold on. She said skip it till you see Kevin up there. All right, here we go. Somebody just popped up. Who is this? Oh, is she crying? Thank you, Ray Gill, for the super stick. I wouldn't pay to go attention. Oh, that's why I don't like getting on here because my emotions get into it. So I can't if I say I'm lying or fake it. I'm an emotional person. Living my life, really got no choice. So did she start crying? I'm definitely gonna protect my peace, my kids, and my life. So hold on. So somebody came up right here. Hey. Hey. So he came up under Jamie's Jamie, and he come up, hey, nigga. He could have came up and said, Toya, I was dead ass wrong. Let me just listen. Can you hear it? Yeah, I can. You said that you had made things right earlier. What was it that you said? I didn't say I made it right. I said that I got on here and told everybody not to speak about you, not to bash you, none of that. And I hate that all of this going on. And I wanted all this stuff to stop. Like, I don't know why. Well, I can't even say I know why, because I don't know if you feel that way or not. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all saying y'all can't hear her? Y'all can't hear? Are y'all saying that y'all can't hear? She said turn it up. What? Is it turned down? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find out why. Give me a second. All right, what about now? I never told nobody to bash, period. I haven't been in people's chats why they're bashing you. I'm gonna speak and keep on pushing. If I ever was in somebody's chat when I was bashing you, I didn't know about it. So yeah, I've actually specifically told people not to bash you. I've done this actually several times. You don't have to tell me that you didn't tell nobody to talk about me. Just know that anything you say,
they use on their platform. They weaponize you to say anything about me. Anything that you say, they're gonna repeat. Even though we're squashing it, you can look forward to seeing anything that you say on their pages. And that's why they have them on your platform. They try to teach you like how Leo did yesterday, trying to teach you to say I was gay. You know damn well nobody's ever called me no damn gay. None of
So Kevin, you don't feel like that's the same thing that Amber doing, or the people that support you from you saying that OB do coke, and they even sent all of this to his job saying this, where he got terminated and had to be drug tested.
I understand that they'll use anything I say as well. That's why I asked you not to get online with this. And so when War was smart, I started putting them out too.
But Kevin, you said that before I even said anything about the gay stuff or anything. You made that.
No, I didn't, Toya. Toya, no, I did not. Toya, listen.
Toya, listen. Let this go. But if you were at the time where you started talking about me, you will see it was after I did that video about Robert. You said the stuff about cocaine after that, after the stuff about my kids and all.
So, Toya, if you go back and listen to everything that you and Obi have both ever said, y'all were both making gay insinuations long before I said that about Obi. And this is just a fact.
So by us making gay insinuations with people on the internet saying cocaine, like that's serious. That's cost him his job.
Toya, if that cost him his job, then his job is stupid for that.
Do y'all hear this man? What did he just say? If that cost him his job, then his job is stupid for that. What?
When people say this man's on drugs, doing cocaine, emails or videos of you saying all of that.
Wait a minute, y'all saying y'all cannot hear? Hold on, y'all. The person that's saying it, y'all can't hear. Can you go out and come back in? Like, can you go out and come all the way back in? Because you must be behind. Just go out and come back here. Come back in.
Because of your support and repeating the lies you told, Gary. On both ends.
Right, so on both ends. So if you guys up there insinuating that I'm gay, and I'm not gay, you're not thinking about what that does to my reputation, what that let me finish talking for a second. Come on. So let me say this for a second. I know you know that they've been saying that, and what happened is y'all came out and repeated everything that they have been saying. When I was asking y'all, what was y'all actual issue with me? When I couldn't get that out of y'all, what it seemed like is y'all were trying to use the internet to tear me down. So I said, okay, you using the internet as a weapon, I'll use it as a weapon. But if you want me to be responsible for what people did with my words, then you have to be responsible for what they did with yours. Now, I can't take it back. I can't make people give OB a job back or anything like that. And that's why I said I was going to go on my platform and make everything right that I had came out and said. But if you and I are going to talk, I'm trying to figure out, aside from all of this nonsense, insults, me saying that OB was on drugs, him saying I was gay, him talking about my child, you letting him, all of that, set all that to the side. What was the original issue that I've done to you?
Kevin, what do you think you haven't done to me? I've been out here standing up.
Well, Toya, you just got to tell me. Just tell me what it is that you were frustrated with me about.
Are you going to let me answer your question?
Do you hear how much, so much anger in Kevin's voice? He's so angry. There's so much anger in his voice.
Well, you're asking me what haven't I done? I just want you to just tell me what I've done.
Like you basically co-signed on Robert live by trying to say that I asked for some money. The reason why I came out and did the first live and said that I didn't support y'all no more. I didn't support y'all because y'all basically tag team with another sibling. They came out telling all kind of disgusting lies on my kids, spreading all kind of lies about my family. I would have never done that.
Toya, how did we tag?
And y'all did that. Y'all co-signed on lies and they never corrected.
Toya. How did I personally, no, don't bring Robert into this. How did
y'all ever go live and correct it? Did y'all ever go on the chat?
Hang on.
No, y'all was in the chat while the lies was being told.
Hang on, time out.
Y'all was there.
So I'm trying to understand you, Toya. Toya, I'm trying to understand you, but you're talking loud and fast. I'm asking you this.
Loud and
Are you
fast.
saying that because I didn't come out and say something different about, I didn't get in what you and Dawn had going on at all. So I'm trying to ask you,
I
what
would
are you
appreciate
saying?
if you don't use other people's names on my panel.
Okay, you saying, okay, let's keep it with our siblings. I didn't get involved in y'all stuff at all because y'all both my siblings. So she could easily feel like I co-signed you for not speaking up. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Oh, Kevin, you don't remember prior to that live, we did a live about your little sister, where she was bashing me, kept coming for me, and you made up a whole lie and said that I told you to leave this girl alone. So you stopped basically dealing with any of us and did a three-way call with me and TC and Mina telling us all of us because of some stuff this girl said.
Now you said I told a lie and said that you told me to leave her alone.
You told everybody I made you leave Amber alone, Kevin. You don't remember saying that? You said
you asked me on your public. You asked me on your platform.
The teacher came on the line and said that. From there, you've been giving Amber different stuff to post about me.
See, this is Toya. This is Toya again. I'm asking you what was your original issue. I was on that.
That was the original. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. It's not just one thing.
I was on your platform, Toya. I was on your platform, and I asked you, "Are you saying that you want me to refrain from talking to her?" And you said yes. I didn't have to tell anybody that you told me to do that.
I said yes, and that was after Sister Teacher.
Toya, if I asked you 80 times,
it would have been.
Toya, if I asked you 80 times, that conversation was public. I didn't have to tell anybody that you eventually said yes, leave Amber alone. You did say it. You said it because I asked you several times, but you're saying I told people you told me that, but that was a public conversation. I didn't tell anybody that because I didn't have to. They saw it.
Well, they repeated a lot because that ain't what happened. Because Sister Teacher, the one came up, asked you and said, Kevin, I believe that would be best.
And I heard her say that, and I said, Toya, do you feel that way? And you said, yes, I do. Eventually, you said, yes, I do. So I said, okay, and I got off.
It's a whole lot of reasons why I stopped supporting you and Robert. But at the end of the day, this situation didn't have to go as far as it went. If all of this stuff didn't keep happening, supporters going for each other, you telling them to post stuff, and you feeling like I'm telling people to post stuff when I have never did that. It's clear as day that you gave Amber the screenshot of the Cash App because that wasn't even on the internet until she posted it. You did your live after. It's just like certain things. I'm not telling people to come for you.
Toya, I really hate that you remember every little thing that I did, but you can't seem to recall the things that you did. And that's why I say just let all the shit go. Just let it all go. We don't got to talk about
exactly what I did.
He want to let it go because he doesn't want to face accountability. See, and let me explain something right quick. A narcissist don't like things being thrown up in their face. They don't like it. They literally would rather, let's just stop talking about it. Let's end it. Let's go from today and act like it didn't happen. No. That's not how you fix things. You don't fix it that way because believe me, if you don't really talk about it, talk through it and get a clear understanding, it will come back around and it will haunt you and it will continue to come up until you fix it. This is how things happen. Let's just let it go. Let it go. Just walk away. You forget about it. I forget about it. Let's just act like everything is all peaches and cream and we good to go after this. No. That's not how things work. But let's continue.
You did what you did, but we ain't got to go back and forth because it seems like we're not going to come to any type of conclusion to end this on a happy note. And I feel like I had took accountability. I've apologized. I said that earlier. But you said basically, OB job was stupid. You told us. Oh.
Toya, I'm gonna say this again, Toya. I'm gonna say this again.
Drugs, she do nursing.
Toya, I'm gonna say
yesterday. How you taking care of people when you a dope head?
Toya, I'm gonna say this. Toya, I'm gonna say this again. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. What I said was many years ago. After I think one of our cousins.
I have a question. I mean, maybe I missed something because I jumped all the way to when he came on the panel. What was the reason they had this? Because why are they not having this conversation on the phone with just the two of them? Why are they having it on social media? Did somebody say, no, y'all need to have this public or something? Because I'm trying to figure out why this private ass conversation between brothers and sisters is out here to the public. I don't understand that at all. Like, maybe I'm missing something here because I'm trying to figure out why are they having this conversation in the public?
Had a birthday party, and Legion Hood was one of those little rented places. That I walked in the bathroom and saw that. Why would a job fire him because of something I said online years ago?
Because when these people are sitting and you saying, and that ain't what you said. You said we was at a family reunion.
It sure did.
A family reunion or something, Toya. Toya, I said it was a family reunion.
So when these people, you gotta understand, these people are chopping your video, sending it to the job, and also saying this man do coke. Why they see him smoking at the job? So what you think they gonna do? They don't even care about him smoking weed. It's the lie about the cocaine. He had to get his hair pulled, drug tested, and all to prove this man is not on cocaine behind a lie that you told on the internet. Me saying you gay, that's been said for years. You ain't lost your job, you ain't lost your housing, ain't nothing bad happened to you. But this man
my sister calling me gay. My sister calling me gay. Toya.
You know, that gay comment to me, I'm sorry, Kevin, you're gay. You're gay. And the reason why I say that is because nobody is going to fight this hard to try to prove that they ain't something that they ain't. If you ain't gay, if I'm not a lesbian, I've been called, you know how long I've been called a man? I've been called a man for 2 years. Actually, longer than that, you guys. I've been called Nate for 2 years. They had been misgendering me for 2 years. Do I come on here every day and say, I'm not a man? I'm not a man. I'm not a man. I really got a coochie, y'all. And I'm not a man. I'm not a man. Like, come on already. The fact that he continues to get hot and bothered and really come out and defend himself about being gay. Yeah, well, if it quacks like a dog, you know what I'm saying? Looks like a dog and slur like a dog, then it's probably a dog. Okay?
My sister on here calling me gay is enough to give me a right to say whatever I gotta say.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Now,
I don't believe that, but
can you understand what my sister calling me gay, how that would make me, your brother, feel, knowing I'm not gay?
So you saying somebody on drugs when they not, that's cool? I told everybody I never seen you with a man. I told everybody I ain't never seen him with no man. But you said you saw this man snorting coke, and that was a bald-faced lie, and you can't even apologize and say you wrong. And that's cool. That's what I said. You and Robert never take accountability.
Toya,
you going around.
Listen. This is the part you're not understanding. OB was on a platform calling Lacey a bitch and calling me gay.
And you
I responded to OB. Now you may take that.
There's no difference.
Toya, I called him a bitch. I called his mom a bitch after he called Lacey one. I said, if Lacey a bitch, your mama's a bitch. That's what I said. And again, this is me and OB going at it. You shouldn't even be in that.
Honey, I'm going to be in it because you spoke about my kids. I let it go and you went live on Facebook saying, I was in TC chat talking about Lacey. That was another ball. You know, I didn't say anything about Lacey. I like it. I'm more valuable to be a side.
Again, Toya, let's just not talk about what happened.
You see, when she kind of backs him in a corner a little bit and say, well, but you know, I didn't say anything about Lacey. I didn't say anything about Lacey, and you accused me of talking about your wives, and that's how you came out talking about my kids don't know their daddy, right? He doesn't want to talk about that. He's like, let's just not talk about this. Let's just brush this over. Let's just forget that this ever happened. I don't want to take accountability for that.
Your kids don't know their fathers, and that was way below the belt. You keep saying what I did, but you went to hell every time I said anything.
Now I'll tell you this. Toya, I'll tell you this. I did hear you say something about you have court paperwork with those children's fathers. So I would say I was dead wrong if your children do know that their actual biological fathers. I didn't know that. I would never come out here and just lie on you. You understand?
But you just lied on OB. You still ain't even apologize for that.
Me and OB gonna handle shit how we gonna handle it.
But you saying this man on talk and you got people posting it and you can't even say I'm sorry for it.
I don't have nobody posting a damn game.
I said I've never seen you with a man, but you can't even take accountability and say that was a lie. Well, you know it was.
Did OB call me gay or not?
Okay, you got it. You got it, Kevin. You're gonna take that right to the grave.
So you're making this about you.
It's cool.
You're making this about you, right?
I'm making this about my whole family. Because what you did,
Right, you
hurt
taking
my
that
whole
person, what I said about OB,
By
when
him
I said it
losing
about
his
OB,
job,
OB
hurt
was
my
talking
whole
about
family.
him. Say what?
By him losing his job, it hurt my whole family, not just me. It hurt my kids and all. Behind a lie that you told. You ain't never seen that man do no coke, but you refuse to tell the truth because you know you got these people listening. But it's okay.
What I said was Toya. What I said was I was gonna get on my page and make everything right that I said on my page. Is that not okay?
So you gotta wait till you get on your page and say I lied about OB doing coke? No, you can say what is it gonna hurt?
Toya, are you telling me?
I'm not telling you absolutely nothing, Kevin. Have a blessed day, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing else about
No,
it.
Toya, listen. Toya, listen
Just
for a
handle your
second.
business. Do what
Toya,
you do
listen
on
for a
your
second.
live.
So did she put him down or did he get down? I'm assuming that she put him down, right? Did she?
Anyway, y'all, I'm back. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer though. I am actually about to get off here. Hold on one second.
He's a slick talker though, fast talker. I can only imagine the arguments that go on if they have any arguments. I guarantee you those girls don't get to express none of their feelings over there, boy. She dropped him. Okay, so she dropped him. Okay, so I was given incorrect information. They said that he said, "Oh, I'm going to my platform or whatever to take some people away from her." So she dropped him. So he went to his platform because he was dropped, right? Hold on, let me fast forward because I don't know what she's doing. Oh, does she even come?
Let this shit go.
Okay,
I came out, which I do want to tip.
So do you guys think he hit Lacey and Jamie?
Y'all, I'm back. I'm about to end this live, but I do want to tell everybody, man, I still stand on what I said. I don't want nobody bashing Kevin or nothing, but I know to each his own. Y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do. Kevin had issues before I came out with y'all, with different people. I can't stop that. But on my end, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I've done it my whole life. I took a lot and I gave a lot. But I know in my heart, right now, the best thing for me to do is walk away and let this shit go. Some things you can't control. Some things are out of our control, literally. You just gotta let God do what he do. And that's where I'm at. I always want to make my dad happy, my grandma happy, my mama happy, everybody, and be exactly what people say I'm not. And that's a good person from the heart. I ain't never portrayed to be perfect. I can't walk on water. I'm not a God. I never portray to be God. I'm me. I'm Toya, flawed all the way up. But I got a heart of gold, and I refuse to let anybody else play with my heart, my feelings, any of that. I'm gonna continue to stand my ground, but I know how to do it in a positive way. Some things that are done to us, we hate, but you got to understand something that I had to understand my whole life. The bad cards was dealt to all of us for a reason, not for us to bow out and quit, but use it as a stepping stone to move forward, man. I've been doing it my whole life, no matter what has happened, good or bad, and most of it's been bad. I done used it as a crutch to keep on pushing, no matter what. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do. And I'm gonna keep showing my kids strength, showing them they can be who they want to be, no matter what nobody say about them, no matter the hate. That's who Toya is. And I'm gonna keep being me, and I ain't gonna let nobody stop it, no matter what nobody think, period. I love all of y'all. I appreciate y'all coming out, giving y'all 2 cents, super stickers, whatever y'all did. I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, so this was her last live. All right, hold on. Let me disconnect from there. Give me a second, y'all. 1 second. Da 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 da. Give me a second. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. It went a little different than what I thought. However, I don't think let me just come out here and say that in my opinion, none of them was trying to take accountability because she wasn't trying to take accountability either for the gay comment, and he wasn't trying to take accountability for saying what he said and did to her as well. Hold on. She said Kevin is a master manipulator. He is. Now, I really don't know what all happened, like literally before the him coming out saying that she does well, when I say I don't know what happened, I don't know everything that happened before he came out saying, she said you cutting in and out. Oh, y'all can't hear me? What about now? I may have to go back to my other browser. Let me go back to the other browser. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to the other browser. Guess the one of them is good for video and one is not. One good for video and one good for talking. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, what about now? Can y'all hear me now? I went back to my other browser. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all said that I was going in and out. All right. She said she took accountability to me when she said, I apologize and told everyone I've never seen you with no man. That's what. So did she apologize though? Because I didn't hear that. I maybe because I skipped all the way over this. So did she apologize to him? Because it didn't sound like she apologized. I didn't hear her apologize. She did apologize to him more. Oh, she did. So she apologized for calling. She apologized for saying that that she said that he was gay. Right? Remember him? He admitted he lied. All right. So okay. So she did apologize. All right. So well, here's the thing. Y'all know that he would she said this is the live that he did afterwards. Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna play his live per se. Well, yeah, let's listen to it. Let's listen to it. Why not? We're doing commentary. Hold on. We ain't gonna listen to the whole thing. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I hate that he has all this noise in his video. Can y'all hear the video or do I need to take it back to the other one, the other site? Y'all may not be able to hear him.
Y'all can watch them build back, right?
Can y'all hear him? I heard him say something about if you can watch a family destroy themselves, you can watch them build back, right? Or something like that, which is bullshit.
No, Dreamy. Situations like this, you cannot hear with online. I would never. I would never. Too many things get twisted and manipulated. I'd rather everything just be public because it was brought to the public.
Oh,
Y'all can
shit.
watch your family destroy themselves. Y'all can watch them build back, right?
That's what he said. He said if you can watch a family destroy themselves, you can watch them build back. But the thing about it is, we heard that they was always kind of at each other's throat. You know what I'm saying? They never really been no tight net family as far as siblings. Oh, I wanted to say this. No disrespect to Toya in what I'm about to say, but baby, Lord, their mama got to be turning over in her grave like WTF. You hear me? She got to be saying WTF to the 15th power. You hear me? Because what in the entire F? All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I guess he's just waiting on people to come in.
All my sister has to do is let me know that she's in the room. I don't know if she can block it or she got kicked out before. She might not be able to comment, but
Hold on.
but
So it looked like he's asking for his sister to come over to his panel.
so text Jamie and let her know that you're on this live if you can't comment on here. Here you go.
Ooh, y'all, I just did a breakdown and baby,
Sorry. I understand.
this is crazy. So Kevin said his mom spoke to him the other night about Toya. Girl, somebody told me that. Somebody told me that he said his mama came to him in a dream and told him to let Toya go. To like let her go. Like, don't mess with her no more. Like, why in the world would he lie on his dead mama like that? Like literally lie on his dead mama. Oh my God. Like he don't give no damns, does he? I don't honestly, I don't think Kevin care about anybody in that family but himself. I honestly don't think Kevin even care about his brother Robert the way he pretends. I'm telling you what I think. This is what I think. I do not believe that he cares for nobody in his family. Nobody.
I think she just got off. I was listening. Alexis. And I know you were going to do a live at 11 saying that this family healed. And so you may be going live after this, but
You know, Kevin needs to do something. He want to be in Colombia and he wants to be a blogger. If this man don't fix his speakers, that background noise that he has sucks. So somebody really needs to tell him that background noise sucks, like totally suck ass.
perspective, his life goes on. You can want somebody to see something, to see a perspective, to even take accountability, but you can't make them.
Let me just fast forward a little bit, because good Lord,
Okay.
is he gonna start talking?
This whole situation
Jeez. Oh, Joker, hell.
is really crazy to me.
It is crazy because you're not acting in your position. The dude don't act nothing like no leader. Like, I can't understand this shit right here. I can't understand this for the life of me. That he does not act like a leader. This whole situation is crazy. You let it be crazy. When I tell you Kevin he would not have been fit for the military. Kevin would have been kicked, dishonorably discharged out of the military. He lacks leadership skills. He does. I'm going to say it again. He lacks leadership skills. He would have been discharged. He wouldn't have made it, y'all. I'm telling you, he would not have made it at all.
My sister considers my words very carefully, and because a life been a life, right? So, in my opinion, this has been brought to the internet, and I hope that my sister considers my words very carefully and doesn't allow people to manipulate her about what my words actually mean. Okay. Um, None of this should have been brought to the internet from the beginning. I keep saying, why was your frustrations with your brother something we need to bring to the internet anyway. You understand? But we all have to have opportunities to grow. Maybe.
Let me now. I could be wrong, but I misspoke too. So I said I didn't know anything that was going on before he said let me think for a second. I said I didn't know what was going on before he made the claim of her not knowing who her kid's father was. But allow me to go back a little bit. I do remember her coming on frustrated after she got locked up because they did not come to court. Okay, they didn't come to court on her behalf, and I think she got upset with them then. Am I correct? I think that's how this thing started. She was upset because they did not show up to court with her, right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
She doesn't see that now. Maybe in the future she'll see that you're right. I should have never brought anything to the internet if it's concerning you guys. I know how to reach out to you guys, and whatever issue I have, we could have had that conversation. I hate to even say behind the scenes because it shouldn't be nowhere near online to even be called behind the scenes. It should just be straight up, whatever issue you may have. But I can say this thing has been getting out of control for a while now. If you go to Toya's page, Toya, if you look through your own content, you will see the several times that you had me on your platform talking to you, hearing you out about your feelings, showing concern for you and what you may have been going through in that time and trying to make it right. You know, I've always been a person who listened to what you had to say and respond accordingly, hear your heart, hear how you feel. But I've always said you're going to do something with me. Okay? If you notice your hope.
Oh, so she said she really had been upset because she stopped talking about Bree and they started dragging her and the brothers didn't call them off her. Oh, I do remember that, because Dawn turned on her first. She said they didn't go to court, but one made it to M party. Oh, yeah. Oh, so he couldn't go to court, but he made it to the party. He went to the party. Oh, okay. I'm getting it.
Chat is telling you don't listen to Kevin. He's a manipulator, and they've been doing this the entire time. Okay, they will set you up to make you believe that I cannot have your back because I'm not out here yelling and screaming.
Well, didn't he say? Well, oh, wait a minute. Did he just say they would have you thinking I don't have your back? I thought he came out his own mouth and said, I'm done with you. I don't want to have nothing else to do with you for life. You are cut off for life. So now, all of a sudden, now they're going to say he doesn't have your back? I thought he said he didn't have her back no more. I thought he exposed what she did when she was she was 13 years old or 7 or 8 or something, like she was a child. And he went and told she stole the bubble gum and put it up under death secrets type shit. You know what I'm saying? She kicked my dough in. She stole my clothes. She hurt my feelings. Yes, she was 13 and I was like 15, 16, 21, making $1 million, or 80 or 60, 50. How much is it? Do the math. I mean, what?
Someone insults you or whatever it is that's going on in the line, they'll try and make you feel like I'm not really your brother and I don't have your back. And the thing about this is,
I thought Elaine told him, wait a minute, hold on. I thought Elaine told him to leave Toya alone. So now, shouldn't he be blaming Elaine? So why is he saying they will make you feel that I'm not your brother and I don't have your back? Shouldn't he be blaming Elaine? Didn't Elaine tell him don't fuck with your sister? Why is he blaming anybody other than Elaine? I just need to understand that. Did Elaine not tell him? Huh? Is he gonna put her in her place and tell Elaine to stay out his damn dreams? Are you kidding me right now? Now all of a sudden they gonna say I don't have your back. What? I thought Elaine told you not to have her back.
You now know firsthand what I was dealing with. Listen to me. You've seen the heart surgery. I told you firsthand that he failed a hearing test. I told you this firsthand. And I asked you not to say anything to the public. If I asked you not to say anything to the public, why did you? Because if you're talking to me about what issue you had with me, he should have never been brought up, love. And so this is you saying, Kevin, you talked about my children by not saying they didn't know their biological fathers. I just confirmed with you on your page that I may have been wrong about that. I heard you say that you had paperwork or something with the courthouse dealing with these guys, and that there is some type of financial thing set up, they just don't pay it. Or something to the effect of that. I never knew that. I don't ask you about those things. You have a husband in your life. So apparently they say love covers a multitude of sins, right? So y'all together, y'all loving each other. Those children do see a man every day. I guess it's not something you talk about. And that's not something you should have to talk to me about. In most cases, people don't even bring light to those things. Okay, things you can't change, you don't focus on. You focus on what you can have any control of.
Yeah, hold on. She said she even tried to see the children before they left the country and he wouldn't see her or answer her calls. So he called himself not messing with Toya long before he left. You are absolutely correct about that. You are absolutely correct. So why all of a sudden now he acting like this shit is brand new and it happened on the internet? He had an issue with her, and then he said it was because she didn't take up for him. I thought it was because she didn't defend him or something like that. He wanted her to come out here and defend his name or something like that. And why would a leader need anybody to defend them? Why? Why would he need somebody to come out here and be like, my brother not gay, my brother not? But how she know? Why would she even? I would say, Toya, why would you even say your brother not gay? You don't know who your brother sleep with. We don't know what happened in that Dwight house. Whether he got 2 wives, 3, 4, 5. We still don't know what happened, but we heard some things. We heard out of his own mouth that Dwight Howard said, you gotta, give a little to get a little, right? But he said that meant I'll help you out with your rap career if you, I don't know, help me denounce the Lord. I mean, I don't know. What was the get a little to give a little? Because, baby, ain't nobody dumb. That statement alone lets you know something was said. And now we see Dwight's character. You know, Amy just said this joker likes peen in his mouth. He ain't just start liking peen. The man was liking peen when Kevin was around. He ain't just start liking peen. You know? Let's continue.
The fact that they did have somebody in their life, or does have somebody in their life, it's not a thing that should be brought to the forefront anyway. You make do with what you got. You understand? So that wouldn't be my business necessarily for you to tell me. You understand? But when I saw you in TC's live saying that, you knew your value, you could never be a side chick, right while they were discussing Lacey. And if you look at when your comment was said, you'll notice she was directly talking about Lacey and myself and Jamie at that exact time, saying, what if I die? What if Lacey's not going to get anything and Jamie don't want to? She don't have to give her any.
I have a question for Kevin. I really do. And I know he's probably listening to me. It's late, y'all. I'm pretty sure he's listening. Kevin, I got a question for you. If you know that you, Lacey, and Jamie relationship is legit, okay? You know y'all love each other. You know you love them. They love you. You got their back. They got your back. You know this. Why would you give a care what anybody else have to say about y'all's union? Why would you care? That screams to me that you know something is going wrong in the relationship, okay? And you don't want someone else to see it. Because there's no way, and this is no shot at TC, right? But there's no way a man supposed to be of his caliber. Now, this is just based on his following, okay? You know, how many subscribers he claimed he has, right? But there's no way a man of his caliber should even hear the noise from TC's live. He shouldn't have even knew TC went live about him or his wives. He shouldn't have known that. Again, no hit against TC, but TC runs a very small channel, meaning that there's not a lot of people in TC lives. Why the fuck did Kevin Wesley find his way to a live that probably had less than 50 people in? Now, I'm going to tell you what that means. That means things are not going the way he's trying to portray them. He is not as happy as he claimed he is. Because if he was, he wouldn't care what TC says. He wouldn't care what I say. He wouldn't care what Break Room say. And he damn sure wouldn't care what Callie says. There is some validity between what we're saying or about what we're saying. There is. Now, Kevin can deny it all he wants to, but there's no way you're checking for people that's not speaking what he called the truth or the reality, the real deal about you and your relationships. And, you know, we're small to him, right? TC views, she don't get a lot of views at all. So for him to even be over in TC's chat or any of our chats in that matter, that means he's bothered that we're seeing something that he's trying to stop us from seeing. He's trying to protect something. Absolutely. He's trying to protect something. And who knows? It could be because his bride, his wife, and his baby mama is listening to TC. But then you have to ask, why are they? Why are they listening to TC? Why are they? Let's continue.
This is what she's in there saying, okay? While you spoke, you understand? So you're saying I told a bold-faced lie when I said that you were talking about Lacey on my dynamic. But if you can see the conversation that's being said and you commenting, you have to understand why I thought that. That's not a bold-faced lie. That's literally me telling you what I thought. So you guys took from that and said, why didn't you call us? We're past the point of calling. Where every time I call, OB's telling me he don't want to do the intellectual stuff, the diplomatic stuff. So I said, okay, cool, handle it how y'all handle it then. And this was even when I was talking to you about our sibling, saying the things that were being said were too derogatory, too harsh, and y'all need to handle this in a different way. He said, nobody want to hear that diplomatic stuff. Okay, cool.
So I don't think that he understood when OB said nobody wants to hear that diplomatic stuff. OB said, basically, I don't want to hear your manipulation. Don't try to manipulate me. Don't try to fast talk, slick talk me. That's what he's saying. I don't want to hear that diplomatic stuff. Don't manipulate me. You understand what I'm saying? Don't shit and then tell me it smells like candy. No. We ain't about to do that. We calling a spade a spade.
All the way back. And I mean, now you're saying that you feel some type of way because I didn't get involved. When we had this conversation up front, and why I wouldn't get involved. That is my sibling too. I love all of my siblings. You understand?
Hence why they should have got involved. If you love your siblings, you're not letting your two sisters fight on the internet. You're getting involved. Especially if you call yourself a damn life coach, you're getting involved. And let me tell you how you get involved. You call both of them on three-way and you say, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, Dawn. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, Toya. But I'm going to put this phone down and I'm going to need both of y'all to hash this shit out. And when I come back on this phone, I better hear that y'all done clink this shit up immediately. And I mean that. And then you put the phone down. And the two sisters hash that shit out. He's saying that he didn't want to get involved because he loved both of them. He doesn't know how to be a leader. Because a leader would have helped them fix that. Talked them through that. You can't act like you're a life coach and you selling coaching classes to strangers when you can't even coach your own two sisters. You can't say you're a life coach. You can't do that. And act like he literally told Brianna and Robert that he would coach them back in their marriage, but you can't coach your sisters? Your two sisters. Huh? No, I'm not going to get involved because I love both of y'all. That's bullshit. I believe that for whatever the reason, he gets a kick out of seeing his siblings act a donkey or don't get along with each other. If he's supposed to be such this guru life coach person to where he's selling classes, he sells his services, his life coach services. He sells them. You guys, he sells them. And I want to say for like $100, but I heard him say something like it's 50% off or some shit. So he sells his coaching sessions. And you mean to tell me you sell your coaching sessions, but you don't want to get involved with you and your siblings? No. If he was a real leader, he would talk to them separately, and then he would say, I'm about to put y'all on three-way, and y'all need to hash this shit out. I don't give a fuck if it takes 3-4 hours. Y'all need to hash this shit out because it has totally got out of control. Our mama is in the grave, rolling over, flipping, because y'all out here acting a straight-ass donkey. And they would have been on the phone, breathing. I ain't got nothing to say. You got something to say? I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say either. Well, if you ain't going to say nothing, I'm going to hang up. Well, if you ain't going to say nothing, I'm going to hang up. But eventually, they would have had to talk. Out of respect for their big brother. If he had leadership skills, out of respect for him, they would have talked. They would have squashed this shit. You hear me? He lacks leadership skills, you guys. I'm telling you, the man lacks leadership.
So I'm just going to say this to my family, okay? I apologize for my contribution to all of what's going on, okay? I haven't understood what this was about, and honestly, I still don't. You understand? When I saw her and OB talking junk about Robert and all this type of stuff on their lives, long before it got to me and triggered to me, I foresaw that it would eventually trigger to me. Eventually, she was calling him Roberta inside of her comments, inside on her page and things like that. She was calling him Latif as a title on her platforms.
Exactly, Kamel. Kamel made a good ass point. She said he was so heavily involved in Robert and Bree's bullshit, but he can't talk to his sisters. Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely. Absolutely. He was so involved in Bree and Robert to where this nigga went and made 2 books about Brianna. 2 books and sold them. He deemed Brianna as a freaking something terrorist. I can't remember what it was, but something terrorist. He really was calling her a terrorist. And then something about the single mama, baby mom, whatever. But he went and wrote 2 books about his brother's ex-wife. Make that make sense. He was so up Brianna's ass. So up her ass. But he can't get his 2 sisters talking? All right.
And all these things have been said by the people who don't like my brother, by these people on the internet who's never met him. So when she's using these words that nobody's ever called him a truth, nobody ever called him Roberto in our whole family, these are things that these people on the internet say about him, and she's using these things towards him. I felt in my spirit that this was about some internet shit, not anything that he personally done. So Robert and I have not had a conversation on why do you think Toya's upset with you? We haven't had this conversation. I just assume
they haven't had the conversation because they don't give a fuck. They don't care. These are some self-centered ass brothers. The only thing they care about is themselves. Robert cares about himself, and Kevin cares about himself. That's right. That's the name of the book. Thank you, Saga AI. Emotional Terrorizer. He named the book Emotional Terrorist or Emotional Terrorizer or something like that. And it was about Bree. Make that make sense. This ninja wrote a book about his brother's ex-wife.
About money because we couldn't give it to her at the time. Do you understand? So she didn't say this is about money. That's my assumption. Again, I could be wrong, but I've asked her over and over to tell me what was wrong. Okay. Eventually, when it got to me, she was calling me everything that People who have never met me on the internet were saying about me, calling me gay, saying that I was a manipulator. And this is things that's never been said about me. Okay.
Okay, so he's lying. He's clearly lying. He's saying that these are things that has never been said about him. This gay rumor has been. When did Callie and Callie and him go to Dwight's house? It was at least what 6, 7 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, whatever. He literally just sat there and said, "These are things," meaning he's gay and a manipulator. "These are things that has never been said about me." Yes, they have. Oh, yes, they have. Girls that he's dated have said these things about him. Shay, whatever her name is. She said that she felt like he was gay and a manipulator. But all of a sudden now these things has never been said about me. Bullshit.
And so now they're saying these things. She's saying these things, so it makes me feel like, yeah, she's only repeating what they say. Do you understand now? I came out and I would talk about what my sister has done. I would talk about past things that we went through.
Which was bullshit. That was nobody's business whatsoever. Oh, she did this at 13. I was 15. She's been a horrible person since birth. Like, Ninja, I don't get that.
I never insulted her.
What?
She was insulting me.
What? Is he talking? Is he? The dude said, "I never insulted her." He said that she has been a compulsive liar her entire life. A compulsive liar her entire life. Said she sold drugs, all this stuff. But he said he didn't insult her. Saying that these kids don't know who their baby daddy is an insult. Do we not know that? That's just saying you sleep with men and you don't really know who they are and you can't find them. These kids don't know who the baby daddy is. That's just like you just slept around, got 2 kids, and you don't even know who your baby daddy is. You know what I'm saying?
They can say we all went to hell. I didn't go to hell on the matter. I don't feel, but I do feel like I can.
This joker said he don't feel like he went to hell. No, you went under hell. This joker went under hell. This joker said, "I don't feel like I went to hell." You see how he's downplaying? Don't ever come out and apologize, right? Or I'm not big on apologizing on a general level. Like, nah, nigga, what the fuck are you apologizing for? Like, what did you do? Don't say my contribution. No, what was your contribution? Because I need to understand what you're really apologizing for. But that's just me, nevertheless. But don't apologize and then turn around and be like, "Oh, I don't think what I did was that bad. I don't think I went to hell. I don't think that I really went that bad." Well, of course you don't, because it wasn't to you. You did it to your sister. And you're used to hurting her, so it didn't bother you.
Whatever pain that she's going through right now, and whatever pain our whole family's going through, okay? I hate what's happening right now, and I want to make it right, okay?
I don't believe he hated, because didn't he just say not long ago that Elaine came to him in his dream? How long ago did Elaine tell him to fuck Toya? Because he can't hate what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? The love of his life, right? His mama, the one that they say they love so much. When did she come in his dream? Was it last night or the night before last? 3 days ago. So Elaine came to him 3 days ago and said, "F your sister. Don't F with her ever again. Cut her off forever." And now he hates what's going on. Shouldn't he love it? He should love what's going on because he's following the direction of Elaine. Right? Elaine is his mama. He said his mama came to him in his dream and told him to cut his sister off. Elaine is his mama.
She's saying that Obi lost his job because I said I saw him smoke coke in the bathroom after he called me gay and called Lacey a bitch. Okay? I don't know how Lacey made it into his conversation. I don't know what that was about. However, I can't understand being upset with me saying Toya's children don't know their fathers. As someone who's actually in their lives, I can see how he got upset. Okay? But he could handle that with me instead of bringing Lacey into it. So he called her a bitch. And so I said, if he's a bitch.
You know, I'm just going to say this because, Kevin, you're full of shit. Before he ever said anything about Lacey or anything about Kevin's son, he asked Kevin to stop talking about his wife. He said, don't say nothing else about my wife, man. Because see, what Kevin don't understand is that OB have to live with Toya. And when Toya hurt, OB's gonna hurt. That's just how marriage works. When you hurt, your spouse hurt. When your spouse hurt, you hurt. So he has to see his wife cry in pain. So he said, man, all I gotta say is don't say nothing else about my wife. Don't put your name, don't put my kid's name in your mouth. Don't do none of that, man. If you do, I'm going ham. He did not start talking about Lacey and JC or the baby until Kevin kept coming for Toya. And that's when he let loose. He gave him a warning. He literally said, leave my family alone. You come live one more time and say something about my family is on. Didn't OB warn Kevin? He warned him, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. I don't care if that's your sister. That's my wife. Which means, and see, this is what Kevin don't understand. He is equal to Toya. OB is. They stand neck to neck. So Kevin can't even say, oh, but that's my blood sister. Who gives a damn? OB is married to her. They are one. So when you talk about his wife, you talked about him. When you talk about him, you're talking about his wife. OB came out here and said, man, I'm going to warn you. You got one more time. Leave my family alone. Leave my kids out of this. Leave Toya out of this. Just go on about your way, bro. Go on about your way. Right? Kevin didn't believe fat meat was greasy. Yeah. He didn't believe fat meat was greasy. And OB went in.
She thinks your mother is. He went from there and started talking about my children. Okay? Now, he says he felt like I was talking about his children when I told Ashley D what I told her because she was talking about my sons. Okay? But I wasn't talking about his son. I was talking about her son. And I was just throwing back in her lap what she put on me. I actually don't think that about her son. I don't know him. I haven't even seen the dude move before. I've only seen still pictures of him. So she's saying that about me. And if you notice, I said, if my son is that, then your son is that. But I also feel like that's very childish because
it is childish. And I wanted to say that you are not a leader. You are not a life coach. You need to strip that from your bio. Dude, you're weak. You are weak. Oh, well, I'm going to get down on her level. You said something about me. I'm going to say something about you. Like, come on. Strip that from your bio. Be messy. Just be a messy woman. Wear the title, I am a messy woman. He needs a shirt that says, I'm a messy girl. Because that's what messy women do. We get petty. We do tit for tat. Men don't do that. We do. We do. Oh, you say something about me, or I'm going to say something about your ass. You call me ugly, I'm going to call you ugly 2 times. You understand what I'm saying? That's women shit. Messy ass, sassy ass, drama queen ass women. We get petty. We get messy. We do tit for tat. We do that. Men don't do that.
The way she was putting it at me is that if my sons were that way, then I'm a poor father. And they got it from me and my poor raising with them. And so she was being derogatory actually towards gay people. And so be responding back to that saying, well, if my son is gay, your son is gay, I'm helping be derogatory towards gay people. I don't have an issue with gay people. I don't believe that if your son or daughter is gay, that you get anything wrong. People have a right to their sexuality and they end up being how they are. And that's just how it is. Often you can tell when they're very young how they may be. You understand? It'd be a shame for a parent to blame themselves for their child's sexuality. I believe your child is supposed to be loved.
I don't agree with what he's saying. I agree with You can't, I mean, I agree with parenting has nothing to do with your children's sexual preference. I agree with that. But I disagree with you can tell when they're young how they may be. Okay? Because it's some hard, tough, playing with car type men, go to the gym, work out, look like big buff machines, gayer than a motherfucker. So just because just because a boy played in his mama high heel shoes or wigs when he was young, don't mean that he's going to be gay. But just because they play with Tonka trucks, don't mean they not going to be gay. Do you understand where I'm going? You understand where I'm going? So that statement he made is ignorant. There's a lot of men that you wouldn't think at all are gay because they're closet gays. They're not out in the opening. They're not flamboyant. You understand what I'm saying? So him saying you could tell when they're young how they gonna be, no, you can't. That's actually a myth. It's a myth. It's fake as fuck. It's false.
Regardless, and you're supposed to get to know them, not live in who they become. You see what I'm saying? As far as their sexuality or how smart they are, how fast they are, you're getting to know your child. And that's the bottom line. And so I don't think that we should be out here, anybody should be out here for that matter, calling people's children gay as an insult to them. If we understand that that's not inherently wrong to anyone else. Do you understand? So I got caught up in a lot of that bullshit. And as you can see,
because that's who you are, Kevin, and this is not going to be the end of it. He's saying I got caught up in it like this is the first time he's ever got caught up in drama. He is a drama queen. It will happen again. It's in him. And what's in you will come out. This is in him. He is a messy boots. This is just him. Him and his brother feed off of drama. Robert over there acting like since he didn't met Queen Egypt or Sheba or whatever, a philosophical woman, right? He up here manipulating the dog shit out of her, making her think that, oh my God, y'all, I gotta break one of his lives down too, because she don't even know who she dealing with, like for real, for real. She thinking she got this king that he's so dress right dress. And, I heard him say something about, I'm gonna get back on Kevin in a minute, but I heard Robert say something like, "Ooh, he was talking about being sodomized." We're gonna talk about that another day. But he says, this is gonna be in all the blogs tomorrow. Like nigga, like people really blogging on you. I'm the only blog. I'm the only one blogging on you. Ain't nobody studying you, man. Do he not know that? Instead of saying this is going to be in all the blogs, he could have just said, Amora is going to say this, or Amora is going to say, listen, what's the girl name? A philosophical young lady. This man is gaslighting you. Ain't nobody checking for him. Them million followers are fake as fuck. Look at his numbers. Don't be fooled. He's a whole narc out here, and you will find out. So now I'm going to tell you, Miss Season is over there dealing with her karma, okay? Because she helped drag his ex-wife, and now she's over there losing it, period. And you gonna be next if you believe anything this dude say. Anything. She probably looking at his million followers and it's just like, oh, he the shit. Okay, well, you gonna find just how much of the shit he is. But let me continue. This joker had the nerve to say, it's gonna be all in the blogs tomorrow. He said it as if he was so important. It's gonna be all in the blogs. Are you kidding me? Ain't nobody Listen, his story went viral and the blogs didn't even pick it up. The only people talked about his stories is us little ass people on YouTube. Well, let me take that back. Initially, the blogs picked it up and they dropped it like a hot fucking potato. Only us little people that didn't know shit about social media, don't know how shit work. We the one got caught up and involved in this goddamn marriage or divorce, should I say. The big blogs like, nah, get somebody else to do it. It didn't meet TMZ, Shade Room, Prayed Room, or the Laid Room. It didn't go to any of them. They were tagging Tyler Perry, MSN, CBN, KNN. Nobody picked that shit up. I heard him say something to the young lady like, oh, my story gonna be big. I mean, it's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be, that's it. That is in his head. That is in his head. This nigga act like he the only person in the world went through a divorce. Let me get back on my damn topic, y'all. Let me get back on my topic.
Backfired heavily because Toya thinks I'm talking about her, and now they're running my sons through the mud, including Samik, right? Now, people say Samik's innocent. He can't even talk yet. He's disabled. Well, my other children are very able. They can speak, and they still said nothing bad about OB or his family. Now, he can say, well, my children didn't say anything bad about you. And yet you said they didn't know their child's father, know their actual fathers. I respect that. I know why I said it, but I can't be on the other side of somebody receiving it. You understand? So my response was to OB for the things OB said to me. Now, Toya is quick to say, well, OB just protecting us when you said something. I got to protect myself too. You understand? So let's just deal with this, okay? Many things have been said to hurt each other, okay? Toya has got up here with Neo and said, and I guess went along with Neo trying to act like I was gay. You understand?
Oh my God. Why is it while he was on his panel, he just wanted to squash it, but now when he was on her panel, he just wanted to squash it. But on his, he's going around and round and round and round and round and round and round and back around again. Why is he going all around in circles? Oh, now Toya did this. She went on Neo panel. I mean, you literally just said you want to squash it. Then just be the bigger person and say, I apologize, OB. You came out in defense of your wife. I disrespected you by disrespecting your wife. I looked at it like she's my sister. I can do that. But first and foremost, she is your wife. And OB did the right thing by protecting his wife. I mean, I'm not saying that some of the things that OB said out his mouth was good, because it wasn't. I don't co-sign that, even though it was funny, but I don't co-sign that. It was not right. Because it is still his fucking nephew, right? It's his family. They were throwing spitballs at each other. Right? However, what I don't understand is he wanted to just drop it and squash it on Toya's panel, but now on his panel, she said it's because he's monetizing it. It's a money grab. Exactly, it is. He thinks it's going to get a lot of views, but to be honest with, well, it's at almost at 5,000 right now. I mean, it ain't a lot, but it ain't a little, you know. Anyway, let's continue.
Many people have came to me about Neo and the things that she did to her little brother. Okay, about her putting dildos in him, picking on him, bullying him when he was a child.
Now, this right here, what he's doing, that has nothing to do with Toya. This is a character assassination for Neo. He found a small hole to take a jab at Neo. That's all this is right here. Character assassination for Neo. Because what he just said was unfucking necessary. What does that have to do with him and Toya apologizing to each other for acting a plumb fool out here on social media? He literally just did a character assassination. He used a small opportunity to do that at Neo. He wanted to throw a blow at her is basically what he did.
Yet to come out and confirm that she didn't do these things. And yet she spends all of her time trying to prove I'm gay. When literally I've told her with my own mouth that I'm not. She says, Kevin, I just thought you were gay, and that's why you're mad. How would I even know your thoughts?
I don't understand why a man, a person, period, will come out here and continue to tell people the same shit you've told them now for 7 years. I don't get it. You know, if anything, if I was him, I would capitalize by making gay skits. They think I'm gay anyway. You know how much money these whole men, I'll say whole men, right? These straight men, how much money straight men make on social media acting gay? There's actually men that are actually have families, wives, and children, and they play gay roles and they make a killing from it. They literally make a killing coming out here and acting sassy. He's already been accused so many years. He will probably make more money coming out here being a gay man or acting like a gay man than he will trying to be a king or a leader of a tribe. Literally. You take lemons and you make lemonade, right? If they call you gay for 7+ years, then fucking let that be your alter ego and come out here and make a killing off of your gay character and then go back into your whole life. You know what I'm saying? He could have made some money.
Into the internet almost daily to try and insinuate that I'm gay. You know, and it tries to use other people to make me gay. You understand? And so whenever I fire back at her and say, well, I believe exactly what they say you did to your brother, which that didn't start with me. Just like she says, I didn't start. I'm not the first one who comes.
That has nothing to do with Toya. So I'm going to bypass that because this is stupid, to be honest with you. He's just taking jabs at Neo. That has nothing to do with Toya.
I think every time that you go live, Dwight didn't buy that car until a year later. Do you understand? And it's
wait a minute. Do you hear him defending the car and all this shit? Like, are you for real? He used this opportunity to apologize to his sister. He used this opportunity to talk about Dwight buying him a damn BMW. Listen, ain't no man buying no another man a BMW if he ain't. Listen. Let me just play this damn video.
Crazy because what all these people from my past, from before Toya, has joined. I ain't gonna say joined with Toya. Toya wouldn't like me saying that, but have tried to weaponize Toya. Okay, they try to get close to Toya. You understand? To have her say stuff, and then what they do is they clip whatever she says and mixes that with their content. So I'm gonna tell you this: nobody.
Who's done that? Who's tried to use Toya to clip things and use it for their content? Who is he referring to? She said, did you hear him admit he was there a year? Girl, no, let me go back because, baby, he told another lie. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on.
Grateful. But they focus on this one person because that's the only person they know of that I deal with. And that's why I would never publicize it because all they'll do is run them through the mud. Do you understand? It's crazy because what all these people from my past, from before Toya, has joined. I ain't gonna say joined with Toya.
Hold on.
I guess I went along with Neo trying to act like I was gay. You understand? Many people have came to me about me. She tries to use other people to make me gay. What I haven't done is taken it to my platform on a daily basis to try and prove to the world that she raped her brother. But what I did say is, I think I will. I think every time that you go live, you have no facts to support this matter, but you still get up here trying to say it and insinuate it. She even said that Dwight bought me a car when I just met him. Dwight didn't buy that car until a year later. And it was after I had sit with his family on many occasions to help them with religion, to give them knowledge about religion. And he was so grateful. And you got to think, a multi-millionaire, 100-millionaire, that little car is nothing to him. Just the same as other people have blessed me for what I've been doing, for the work I've been doing. So
he didn't really say that he was there for a year. He just said a year later, meaning because I don't think he moved in with him right away. You remember he was getting flued out and stuff. So they had their own little, situationship before he moved in. So, you know what I mean? But let's continue.
It's crazy because I have so many different celebrities that I've helped who've given me all types of things for what I've done for them because they're grateful. But they focus on this one person because that's the only person they know of that I deal with. And that's why I would never publicize it because all they'll do is run them through the mud. Do you understand? It's crazy because what all these people from my past, from before Toya, has joined.
I honestly don't believe him. And the reason why I say that, now I could be wrong, but I don't think a person that knows celebrities would ask someone that buys bots to compete with, you know, somebody that they can't stand, ask them to promote their book. He would ask his celebrity friend to promote his book. You understand what I'm saying? You don't go and ask a non-factor, very irrelevant person with a very small platform to promote your book. Okay, if you have celebrity friends, you know, you know what I mean. Okay, anyway.
I say John with Toya. Toya wouldn't like me saying that, but have tried to weaponize Toya. Okay, they try to get close to Toya. You understand? To have her say stuff, and then what they do is they clip whatever she says and mixes that with their content. So I'm going to tell you this: nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, but most people on here are looking at this as entertainment. Okay, that's their only investment in this, is having something to talk about and laugh about. I don't think that they care anything about our family, to be honest with you. They only like what they're seeing. And so we have to shut all of that out and do what we have to do as a family. So the OB, to anybody listening, I'm going to say this. The day that we rented out that building, I don't know if it was for a family reunion. I said, I don't know if it was for a family reunion. It was for some type of birthday party. It was for something. Okay, Toya keeps trying to focus on the fact I said it could be about a family reunion. That's not the important part. I did walk in the bathroom, and I did see people in there doing coke. I did. And I walked right back out. But I was lying when I said I saw OB personally do it. Okay? But we're fighting. You're up there calling me gay, and you know I'm not. So watch what I do next. I'm gonna put you right in that shit and say what I gotta say to you.
So now, okay, y'all hear this, right? You know how the misfits always try to say that I'm a documented liar because I came out and confessed what I did and apologized while I confessed it. So would this make him a documented liar? Huh? Because that's what, now this is like a documented 2 time or 3 times or 25 time liar, right? Because he's also the same man that said that my husband looked at little kids on a playground through binoculars, that I was gang raped by 8 people, 4 men and 4 women. I had sex with a pastor on the top of a hill in a church on the top of a hill. I slept with multiple men at one time. Oh, I had an STD. You understand what I'm saying? You know, he said things about my son as well, but nevertheless, so now do you know, will he be considered a documented liar? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just asking. Okay.
I can apologize to the public for saying that about OB. I did not personally see him sniff a line of coke. Do you understand? Just like he's never saw me do anything gay. Just like he's never saw my son put his finger in the dog's butt. You understand what I'm saying? So Toya has to recognize that OB has a big mouth. And when he's mad, he uses it however he sees fit. And I know.
But he warned you, though. That's what I don't understand. OB warned him. OB warned him. He didn't take heed. OB warned him.
He understands that there's going to be consequences for that. Just like he wants me to believe that there'll be consequences for me running my mouth, right? So I don't feel that, you know, things being said like that. And then when I say what I got to say, it's, well, you got to apologize. Here's what happened from you saying that. I would like to see something that proves that he got terminated because I said I saw him snorting coke. Okay? I would like to see that. Okay?
That's his way of saying, I don't believe my sister. I don't believe that OB lost the job because of what I said. That's what he's saying without saying it. Okay? He don't believe her.
But and I guess she wants me to apologize to him for that. You know, I can't apologize for that. Just like if we swabbed it out, he couldn't apologize for knocking my eye out and apologize for knocking his out. We were in a fight. All we can do is just stop it. That's all we can do is stop it, keep it offline. Okay? Again, to my father, to my family, to my aunts, to my cousins, to every last one of y'all, I apologize for my contribution. I should have left it alone and never said a word, just like Robert did. Okay, but you guys can see that Robert still gets talked about on a daily basis, man.
Because Robert does things behind the scene. That's a difference. Kevin come out because he's a sassy woman. Robert is a sneaky, conniving narcissist behind the scenes. He does one thing in public and another behind the scenes. Robert is a Tasmania behind the scenes, but in public, he's, I love peace. I just want peace and nothing but peace. I want no drama. While behind the scenes, he all dramified. That's why, hence the gag order. He's a damn Tasmanian devil behind the scenes. Remember, he the one called up Toya other brother in Cali or Vegas or wherever, and said basically, you know, come out, drag our sister Toya, and lift me up and say I'm the bomb.damn com or something along that effect, right? Right? Yeah, he's just a sneaky ass person. He wants people to think that he's a cool, calm, lovable guy in person and behind the scene. I mean, on camera, out in the public, but behind the scenes, he's a whole damn mess.
You guys see this, even though he said nothing about this or to anybody or anything. And that's really why I started responding, because of how he was being done. He ain't done nothing to him. And so, Toya, you up there calling him Latif and all these different names. You know, if we talked about you and looks and things of that nature, it would hurt your feelings.
That's why you let your people, the other people, do it. That's why he let the Ambers, Felipe's, and he let them do it. He let them dog out his sister. He let them do it. He basically sat back and allowed them to do it.
So you have to go back and realize, yo, I've been in my emotions and I haven't used this internet correctly. And maybe, and I can't take it from you that people have gotten to you and convinced you to come out and do a lot of this stuff. And I'm willing to give you grace for that. And that's why I said, let's just squash it. You understand? I love my family. I'm sure you love our family, Toya. And whether we speak again on a personal level, be cool again on a personal level or not, we both have a duty to correct the things that we're saying, that we have said. Now, you did say on your platform earlier, Kevin, I know I never saw you do anything gay. But if you go back and listen to the things you said with Neo, that wasn't what you were saying. You understand? And so you have to understand those things are hurtful to me because I'm not gay. Okay? In fact,
it would not hurt my feelings if I've been called. He said he'd been called gay all his life because he looked like Elaine, right? That's what he said. They say I look like Elaine. He been called gay all his life, and then he's still at 42 years old freaking out because somebody called him gay. Like, you got to be effing kidding me. He is not a grounded, confident man, because if he was, a gay comment wouldn't mean shit to him. You hear me? A gay comment wouldn't mean nothing to him.
Rather, somebody say I snorted coke, then I was gay. I think that what I did was way less. But I guess you're saying, well, the consequences from what you said was him losing his job. You just have to prove that to me. And at the end of the day, even if that's the case, I can't go back and unsay anything. But you can say that I said I didn't personally see him do that if you want to. Okay? But that's not the first time anybody said that about him either. They were saying that online too already.
And that ain't the first time somebody online said that you was gay. That ain't the first time somebody said you was gay.
Okay? So, in my opinion, I was fighting fire with fire. And you should. That's how you burn the house down, right? It's fighting fire with fire. So what I want is this. You and I to stop contributing to this nonsense, because nobody benefits from it, not even the people who are entertained by it. At the end of the day, we'll have the broken family, and they'll have a bunch of videos that they can laugh about.
You do have a broken family. You absolutely do. And it's a hot ass mess. You and your brother are a hot ass mess. Y'all poor excuses for brothers, big brothers. You poor excuses for leaders. You know what I'm saying? The girls act more manly than y'all. Y'all act so sissified. Like, really? I think Kevin is the little sister, to be honest with you. He's the little sis. I think I'm going to start calling him my little sis, because he acts like my little sis. I don't even have a little sis. I think I'll take him on as, instead of my son, I may take him on as my little sis. You know what I'm saying? Let him play with my baby dolls and, you know, playtime with Dolly, Barbie, or whoever the hell, you know?
Do you think that's a good trade? I don't. I don't like when you're up there talking about me. I don't like when you let people on your platform lie and manipulate and say things about me. These very same people claim to have my back, and I know they're going to do it to you really in a short time. All it will take is for you to walk away from all this, and you're going to see these people switch up on you. Okay? Thank you, Felicia. And Felicia, thank you. I owe you one because I didn't have a right to be asking you to let that go. You have every reason and every right to be upset with her. But
Did you hear this bullshit he just said? He literally said that he literally saluted Felipe and said that she has, I'm sorry, because y'all know, child, that picture we saw wasn't nothing but a damn man with a made up face on with a wig, okay? But anyway, he literally said that Felicia had every right to drag Toya the way she did. I wonder why. Did Toya say something about her that I missed? Because what was her every right? Just because she jumped in somebody else's situation? She went off on, y'all remember when she went off on Toya a long time ago and Toya didn't do anything to her? Like Toya didn't do nothing to her. Like she didn't waste no time. When they fell out with Toya, like she immediately came to the internet and I'm talking about just fucking destroyed Toya. Because that's what she is. She's a chaotic person. All she knows how to do is just be chaotic. Just very much chaotic. Toxic. She's toxic and chaotic. Make that make sense.
And goddamn it, if you can do it, I ain't got no excuse. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's my sister. I have every reason to squash the beef. It's not your sister. You don't have any reason to squash the beef, and yet you did that for me. So I'm going to do this for my family and stand on business like I promised. And I'm not going to
trust and believe she'll be back talking about Toya because she can't help herself. Trust me when I tell you she will be back talking about Toya because she cannot help herself. She has no content. She can't come out here and say nothing good about nobody except for herself. These are real red bottoms. What do you mean they're not real red bottoms? This is my real hair. This is my back. You see? My back. Look at my ass. Look at it. It looks so delicious. It lifts up off the ground. I mean, it don't move when I shake the shit, but it's high off the ground. Look at me. I'm thebomb.com. I do make money on my job. I do. I can prove it to you. I'll prove anything you want me to. I'll prove it because I need your validations. I need you guys to believe all the lies I say to you. Like, she will come back out and drag Toya, right? Because that's just who she is. She's toxic. She's very much toxic. She can't say nothing nice about nobody but her goddamn self.
But I'm asking my sister that we both be bigger people and walk away from this. And let's just say this. I apologize for everything that I've said about you, Toya. I'm going to leave the past in the past. Many of the things that I even talk about from my past, our past, whatever the case may be, you could have been a much worse person than what I even came out here and said because of what you've been through. We've both been through a hell of a lot.
And you need to go seek counseling, honey, because baby, you need it, Kevin. You are not well. Like literally, you really need to go sit on somebody else's sofa the hard way.
We do believe that we've made the best of it. Through everything that we've been through, we both turned out, Robert too, all of us actually, our cousins as well. We all turned out to be pretty good damn people.
He said they turned out to be pretty good damn people. I'm just going to hit play.
Compare us to what the hell we've been through. Do you understand? I think that we all raised our children. I don't think any one of us that grew up in that house walked away from our children. I don't think any one of us has done it. I think we've all stuck it out and raised our children. And regardless of if your children knew their father or not, you've been a good mother to your children. You've been right.
He said they all raised their kids. Oh, are they not thinking about LaTruth? Because LaTruth has not raised his children. LaTruth pretty much abandoned his 17-year-old. Have they forgot that Desharia is actually a part of the family? I think they forget that she's actually LaTruth's daughter.
So I apologize for saying that. I know that hurt you. And I think I was wrong for saying that because you said that you know who their biological fathers are. If you say you know them, then damn it, you know them. Okay? But when I said that, I didn't know that. Okay? So I apologize for everything that I have said on this internet. Do you understand? And anything personal that needs to be handled between us, let's just keep that offline. Okay? The things that OB and I have talked about, what happens when we see each other, that don't need to be put online either. Okay, us talking about it leading up to it don't need to be put online. If you are suing us legally or whatever the case may be, that doesn't need to be public issues because all this is content for them. So whatever we have going on, even if we're not cool, it needs to be a private matter, just like all other families handle these things privately. And I think everybody,
you know, he's a day late and $1 short. Like Ninja, what? He's late, extremely late with this I have a dream speech. He's late.
Knows that no family is perfect. No family grew up perfect. Every family got backgrounds. Every family got stuff that's swept under the rug. Every family got things they don't want other people hearing about and knowing because they would be embarrassing, right? I don't think our family should be on display for everybody to mock as if they don't have family issues themselves. We just
don't bring our family issues to the internet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We even if our family member lash out on us on the internet, we ignore it because we know it's just they just upset at the time. We don't entertain it like you, Kevin. We don't do what you do. No. We don't do that. We don't do what you did, Kevin.
Family issues, y'all. We're not perfect. Do you understand? None of us are perfect. Do you understand? But in your chat, Toya, I'm seeing them say, drop him down. He's a manipulator. Kevin just wants to do this. He just wants to lie. I want this to end. Whether or not they think I'm a manipulator, they can think what they want. Okay? I have my family. I'm doing right by my family. If I were a manipulator, I don't think I'd have the family that I have. I just don't think.
Oh, Kevin, you are a manipulator. Oh, bro, you a manipulator. You are a manipulator, Kevin. Come on now. You are a manipulator. Joker, you are absolutely a manipulator. You know? Kevin, you don't even know how to have conversations and allow someone else to express themselves fully without you trying to take over the conversation. That's manipulation right there. Right there. You never let anyone finish their sentence before you just butt in. It's manipulation and a lack of respect is what it is. You don't respect nobody but yourself. That's manipulation, Joker.
And so if I'm that, I have yet to realize that because I actually mean what I be saying. Okay? They just like to make it something else. So they flip it. Even though you're a panel, I can tell you I love you with all my heart, but I hear you, that I want the best for you, and they'll say he didn't mean it. He did not mean that. And it's crazy because I'm so grateful that these people are not around all the time because they will steal any and everything that somebody do because they want to see you a certain way. And you just have to ask yourself, what do they have to gain from this? Ask yourself, Neo, Callie, who's been bothering me for many years, what do they have to gain from the things that they're saying? Other than just seeing me fall or fail in some way.
No, they what they have to gain is people see what they've been saying that you are. You showing people the character that they have been displaying or telling people about you. You're showing that you are a narcissist or you have narcissistic traits, right? You're showing that you are a manipulator. You're showing that you're toxic. You're showing that you're messy. You're showing that you are a liar. You're showing that behavior. Everything that people saying about you, you're showing it. You're revealing it to people. That's why they continue to talk. If you wasn't revealing what people have been putting out here about you, then we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Every time you display something, a toxic behavior, you give me content. You saying Elaine came to you in your dreams the other night and told you to cut off your sister? That's content. Is your mom, I mean, is your mom a bad person? Your mama's so fucked up that she came to you in your sleep, disturbed your sleep, and told you to cut off your baby sister. Really? I'm sure Elaine got better shit to do than to come to you and tell you to cut off your sister. You literally lied on your deceased mama to make your sister feel some type of way. That's toxic. Either you toxic and fucked up, or your mama is. Because why is she coming back telling you to disconnect yourself from her blood, her child? She hate her own daughter? She dead and she hating on people. Make it make sense. I would think that she wants to rest peacefully, but she can't. You just lied on her. I'm sure she's disturbed right now. So you need to come out and clear that lie up. You lied on your dead mama. Oh my goodness.
Proving I'm somebody that they want to make like I am. If I was everything that they say I am, couldn't they still go on with their business and live their life? Let's just say I was gay, right? Couldn't Neo go on and live with her life instead of making videos on me to try to call me gay? She's fucking gay. Like literally. Like she's literally gay. She was the one who was literally in a marriage, wanting to sleep with women. She confirmed this on her own platform. I got it screen recorded. So she's on here trying to bash me for who she actually is. But I'm not that person. She's trying to make me that person. So you can leave well enough alone. If it was me, say you did a video and said, well, I think he's gay. That's one video, you said it. But here you are again tomorrow to say it. Here you are on another platform to say it. This shows me that this is something to try and ruin somebody's reputation, to smear somebody's name. She did it to Sinetta. You understand? She did it to Sinetta for many years. And so this person lives off using her platform to bring others down. Do you understand? And I don't even understand this shit. I don't understand what drives them to wake up every day with somebody they never met on their live. I mean, on their mind. She said I was once a student of her.
This man needs to pick a struggle, right? Either you want the fame or you don't. People every day, all day, accuse big time people of being something that they're not. They talk about them, lie on them, say things, or whatever the case may be, accuse them of things. The fact that he takes this to heart, to me, is disturbing. And the reason why I say that is because it's not even what they call you, it's what you answer to. So every time he answers Neo, and when I say answer, I mean respond. Every time he responds to Neo, every time he responds to Callie, every time he responds to Ashley, Great Room, or me, or anybody in that matter, OB, or anybody, right? About a gay allegation or something like that, again, is not what they call you, is what you respond to. He's responding to the gay allegations. He's responding. Literally. Literally. That's why I feel that there's more there. If Kevin wasn't gay, Kevin would have shut up talking about whether he gay or not long ass time ago. He would have been like, man, y'all think whatever y'all want to think. I get much pussy. And leave it at that. Leave it at that. If he felt that he wasn't gay, his wife felt that he wasn't gay, and his girlfriend felt that he wasn't gay, then who else cares? Why does it matter so damn much to him?
Right. Get this, Toya. I don't even know who the hell Neo is. All I knew who she was because she messaged me and asked me for a consultation. And after being charged what I normally charge, she didn't like that. Then she lied later and said that she sent me money for tools, which she didn't. I sent her back way more than she said she sent. And then when she couldn't confirm the receipt, I couldn't find the receipt. She never sent the damn money back. $100 down the drain. You understand? She never.
Oh my God. That joker said $100 down the drain. But he received $5 from a lot of different people to end world hunger. Remember? Remember? Remember, right? Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that, right? He received $5 from a lot of people that donated to stop world hunger. And he didn't pass out not one bologna sandwich. But yet he wants to trip about $100 being down the drain. Oh, okay. Okay.
Talks about that anymore. And then when I talk about it, she tries to punish me for it. She tries to say, well, you sent that to manipulate me. I sent it to you. Send it back if you didn't send a receipt, man. You manipulated me to make me believe you gave me money. She wanted to try to say, well, I sent you money for tooth food, and you lied about your surgery, which she knows I didn't lie about. At least now she knows I didn't lie about. You guys have posted all these videos, went back all through my past to try and find me saying I have cancer. All you found me saying was I have the gene, I do not have cancer, asking the public to help me. The public, if they had a problem with that, they could have just not helped me. But they did. Do you understand? And I don't see why anybody would have a problem with that. But they talk about it daily, right? They talk about this shit daily, right? Why? Ask yourself, why do they do this, Toya? And so as soon as they see you upset with me, you know they're going to jump on that like a bunch of damn ants. Okay? They're going to jump on that and consume it all up and share it everywhere. And anything that you say is going to be God's honest truth, whatever the case may be. Do you understand? Please understand that I'm a public figure. And there are people out here who are investing in trying to tear me down. And I don't know what.
But if he a public figure, then he knows that come with the territory. So why is he so bothered? He really need to just pick a struggle. You a public figure or you're not. Because why are you so bothered?
The reason is I'm not going to call it jealousy, hate, envy. I don't care what it is. I just know it's literally a mental issue to be that tapped into somebody for that long. Another thing Neo said is that I deserved for my son to be born with Downs. That was the universe trying to teach me a lesson because I think I'm perfect. So God or the universe gave me him to humble me. That's another thing that she said. Why would she care if my child was born with Downs? Why would that be in her mouth? Why would that be in Callie's mouth? Why would he have pictures of Lacey up on her page trying to bully her?
But why is he asking his sister about what Neo say, Callie say, anybody else say about him? Why is he asking her that? I thought this was I'm honoring my duty to my family, but it sounds like I'm playing a victim. I'm whining and I'm crying about what people say about me because that's what it sounds like to me. I'm big bothered about what people say about me because it makes my image looks hazy. I want a perfect image and I don't want anybody saying anything that I don't like. So I'm going to speak about it because I care so much about my image and I want image control over here.
Hands down, and trying to make her feel like it was from her. Why would they do this stuff? So these are the same people who are around you now, and you want me to realize that people around me are talking badly about you. I get it. I get it. They said some harsh things about you. But can you recognize that these people have said some harsh things about me long before the truth saw? Long before this. Okay? Callie is a known liar, Toya. He really got out here and said he had paperwork that proved that I had a.
Okay, so what he's doing now is called, if we're going to make up and be cool, I want you to denounce all of the people that say anything about me. So denounce them, Toya. Denounce all the people that say anything about me. I'm not going to denounce people that say things about you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to be cool with them. I'm going to continue to go in their chats, kumbaya with them and all of this shit. But I want you to denounce people that you have gained alliance with, all in the sake of I'm your brother. But I'm still going to salute and cheer on the people that drug you for filth. Yeah.
Cosmetic surgery. And now that it's been confirmed that I did not, I've been confirmed it, but now that the public actually literally knows that that didn't happen, he now tries to move it to saying, but you said you defeated cancer. What the fuck are you talking about? Didn't you say I had a cosmetic surgery? So you're a known.
You know, I don't understand this. I don't understand why is he referencing Callie, Neo, or anybody else in his I'm honoring my duty to my family speech. They don't have nothing to do with this. This joker went off on a tangent for what? He literally went on. This dude is going around the world 5 times, all because a narcissist do not know how to just say, you know what, I fucked up. I fucked up. I don't have no excuses, but I just fucked up. I fucked up. What I did was dead ass wrong, and I shouldn't have done it. The end. He doesn't know how to do that. He does not know. This joker is talking about, I'm honoring my duty to my family. Kelly, Neo, Neo, Kelly, Neo, Neo, Kelly, Neo, Neo, Kelly, Neo, Neo, Kelly, Neo, Kelly. Like, what the fuck?
So anybody repeating his lies, that's just dumb to me. Neo says, well, I heard Callie say you were gay. I believe what Callie said. If you still want to believe Callie, then I can still believe whoever said you raped your brother, right? Who said that you slept with your sister's girlfriend, right? Because her mother is gay. And then she said some things like, I'm still mad at my mom for dying and not being there for me. When her mother was supposed to be in prison, not there for her, when she claims that what happened to her when she was a child.
Y'all, I can't with this man. I can't with this man. I cannot with this man. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I really can't.
But she's also been screen recorded saying that this never happened to her. So I don't know what to believe with her. I don't even necessarily believe that happened to her when she was a child. And I know that sucks to say, but the truth be told, this person is out here.
He's using the opportunity. See, what he is he has an audience. I'm assuming that he has an audience, okay? So he's using the opportunity that he's supposed to be honoring his duty to his family, and he has an audience that he wants to bash Callie and Neo in. That's just it, and that's all. He literally wants Toya to disconnect from Callie and Neo on the strength of we ending our beef, but he will not denounce piggy, chicken, grease, burger, bacon, waterbed, refrigerator, listen. He won't denounce anybody for the love and sake of his sister his relationship with his sister.
Doing the worst things. Okay. She even said she don't believe Felicia. So for me, it's like if you don't believe Felicia and it happened to you, then why would I believe it happened to you? Like your own trauma should have you believe Felicia. You saw her get up here and literally cry about it and pour her heart out about it. Why would she lie? And
what? You hear this man? Do you hear this man? You heard her come up here and pour her heart about it. Why would she lie? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because that's what liars do. They lie.
It says trust all women. She says that, but she don't believe Felicia. She's only saying that to hurt Felicia. So why should I believe anything that Theo says?
Oh my God.
And just so you guys know, she tries to act like I went too low, I went too far. The first time I saw this girl talking about me, she had all of Callie's videos on her platform. And I went up there kindly to say, will you stop? This is not true. Guess what she did? Went on to say that it was. And then whenever people call me about her, because they're seeing her talk about me every night, when people hit me up to tell me what she's done and what she told them personally, and let me hear recordings of her saying it. Yeah, I've literally heard recordings of her saying she did that to her brother. She said she did it to her brother because she didn't understand what was done to her.
Let me fast forward. I can't believe he's back on this because wait a minute. Didn't I fast forward before because he was on the same thing? So you mean to tell me he's talked about this thing that she allegedly did to her brother or her son or somebody? You mean to tell me he came in and revisit the same story that he already visited before? Because didn't he already say that she raped her brother or son or somebody in her life? Why is he revisiting it? What does this have to do with honoring his duty to his family? Golly. Seriously.
It was wrong. And hurt people hurt people. I was a normal guy in school. I had normal friends, and nobody called me that. Nobody did. Nobody. So
Now, I thought I heard him out of my own ears say that he was called gay before, but I could be wrong. But I could have swore I heard him say that, they said he looked like Elaine, the same one that rose from the dead and told him to, leave Toya alone. Yeah, huh. Anyway.
That's just the facts, guys. And Jamie was a good girl. Always been a good girl. I wrote her love letters all through school. She wasn't trying to hear it, but I wrote her love letters all through school. You understand? And I would be writing love letters and things like that to a person who gets trained right now. Do you understand? Toya said that out of anger because I said what I said out of anger. And I'm hoping that she'll come live and make all that right as well. Okay? Again, to my family, I apologize for everything that I've said about Toya, our past, anything like that. I just want this to be over. And I want our family to be able to heal from this because it's bothering them more than I knew, okay? So I heard from many members of my family, and they don't like this at all. I wouldn't even think they were listening. You understand? But I guess when people are talking about this stuff over and over, and it's so public, they cannot hear about it. My father even told me that people come up to him all the time and say, "Man, your family is tripping online." He don't even watch this stuff. Do you understand? But he hears about it all the time. So I know that my other family members too, my cousins, my aunts, and all of them, I know they hear about all this stuff too. And that is embarrassing. Okay. We all got some growing to do.
Because you are an embarrassment. You really are. You really are an embarrassment. A big one. Total embarrassment.
Let our family heal. To Am and all of you guys that have had my back over the duration of this time, I appreciate y'all. But and I know y'all cover things that y'all see online. And I want to say this. If it's about my sister or me and my sister's beef or squab or whatever the case may be, if y'all could allow us to handle this and keep it offline. Now, if we bring it online again, we can't tell y'all not to block on it because y'all sharing the information. But can y'all give us an opportunity to repair the damage that we've done to her?
He should have been a day late, dollar damn short. He should have been did that. This joker should have been did that. He should have never let that well. The well even got in it between the two. I mean, in Dawn and Toya. She helped destroy that. She literally posted a poll saying who y'all like better, Toya or Dawn, to a bunch of misfit supporters. She made them choose long time ago. She got in between their family long time ago. And now he's like, can you let us work it out? Can you let us fix it, please? Can you let us fix it? Really?
Our own families and let us heal from it. I know y'all have other content and stuff to do.
No, they what? I know y'all have other content to do. Now that's some funny ass shit. I know y'all got other content to do. Yeah, okay. Okay. What's their other content? Huh? Okay.
In the past, if y'all could just give us some time to just handle that, because I'm sure you guys have already spoke on, most things up until this point. You understand? And so Felicia have already shown me that she could definitely be a bigger person than I have been on this platform. by simply honoring my request to just let whatever go with my sister. And I could tell she was heated. As soon as I asked her, she said, Kevin, for you, I'll do that. And
I don't believe that. How much y'all want to bet that she'll be talking about that girl again? He don't even know what time. Oh, this shit is funny to me, baby. Baby. Oh, this shit is funny.
the people who support me and follow my content for years, for y'all, to my family, for y'all, I will do that. If there is any more issues that you have, Toya, I ask that you keep it off the internet. And I think that it probably should be a while before we speak because you won't let me put a word in.
What?
You're very upset and you can't.
Oh my God. This joker said, I think it need to be a while before we speak because you won't even let me get a word in. Lord, my Jesus. Projection, baby. Narcs blame you for things that they do. This joker said, I think that we shouldn't talk for a while because you won't let me get a word in. Not because I'm too passionate and I don't know how to shut the fuck up and let you speak your mind and tell me your feelings and express your feelings to me. No. I'm gonna talk over you. Like, are you kidding me?
Seem to understand the steps that this happened in, or you can't seem to understand the rights that I have to my emotions and my responses as well. And I have to give you time to understand that. I get how you feel, but you've really never been able to understand where I'm coming from. Okay. And I don't really like dealing with that. It's kind of painful to me because when you're willing to hear somebody and they're not willing to hear you, it really does have an effect on you. Do you understand? And so I get that you can understand right now why everything was happening, why everything happened the way it did. But until you do, let's just not deal with each other because us talking sparks up new fuel. Because you don't understand where I'm coming from, and maybe I don't understand where you're coming from, us trying to talk it out explodes it even more. Just like on your platform just now, it just got exploded even more because emotions are too high about the situation. So I'm going to allow you and OB to heal y'all's family. Please allow me to heal mine. Do you understand? OB, I won't say anything about you on this platform anymore. I ask that you give me the same respect. Don't speak on me on this platform. I did come out and say I did not see you store coke. Now, if you can come out and well, you don't gotta say it. Do whatever you feel like you're comfortable doing. You understand? But I'm not speaking on you anymore on this platform. And I'm asking that you not to do the same with me. Do you understand? You're saying that you felt like you were trying to protect Toya. I believe the way to protect Toya would be to tell her to not bring it to the internet.
He tried to protect Toya by telling you don't say shit about her. He tried to protect his wife by trying to warn you. Yeah, he tried to. He warned you. You just didn't take heed to it. You played him like he was a little short man. Yeah. But he checked your bitch ass and told you you ain't welcome to the motherfucking cookout no more. And your ass know that. Kevin ain't never going to no family event no more. I don't actually think Kevin plans on coming back to the United States no more, ever. I don't think he does. OB checked that ass. And he don't like that OB checked him and checked Robert. They both scared of OB. And I think it's because they know OB don't mind 3 hots and a cot. You know what I mean?
Give us an actual conversation. You understand? Because the internet ain't a place for this. It's not. And I hate that we can do that. I wish we didn't do that. I wish that we didn't use the internet for family drama. You understand? So I'm not going to say everything perfect, at least for the people who support you, Toya. They're gonna find this and say everything that I said wrong and try to tell you how I should have said it and make you feel like I'm doing something wrong with how I said this. But my family hears me. They're listening, Toya. Okay, our family hears me. They're listening. And they know that I'm saying I apologize for anything that I said that hurt you on this public platform. And this is even though you got up here first. I apologize, Toya. You have a heart.
Even though you got up here first, I apologize. Even though you was wrong, Toya, I apologize. Even though it's not my fault, Toya, I apologize. Even though you hurt me, Toya, I apologize. Even though I didn't do nothing to you, Toya, I apologize. That's what he's saying. That's what he's screaming to the top of his lungs.
Even if you did it first, you still have a heart. And I heard you crying. I can hear your heart. And so I can't deny that you're hurting about this. I just don't show my hurt in the same way. But believe me, I'm hurting about this too. Okay? And my sons and daughter, they have heard what you said. And they do feel a way about it. And they're going to need some time to heal too. Okay?
This is some bullshit. What about her kids? Her kids need time to heal. OB need time to heal. Toya need time to heal. Man, let me tell you, this man is a manipulator. He basically, in a nutshell, saying he don't want to have nothing to do with her still. He just don't want OB and, to talk about his family no more. He don't want to have nothing to do with Toya no more. But I believe he would need Toya before Toya needs him. I absolutely do. I believe he would need Toya before Toya needs him.
So from this day forward, no more bringing things to the internet. Let's try and handle them respectfully between each other as adults, because we can see that things get crazy on the internet, right? People just repeat it, add to it, and they don't let you forget. Okay? And I want you to see the difference, Toya. In my comments, people are all for us dropping this. In your comments, they're all for you continuing to get on, because they're not invested in our family healing.
That is his way of saying that the people that you have around you, your support system, they're the bad ones. They're the horrible ones. But my support system, oh yeah, we're the bomb.com. We're the loving ones. We're not the evil ones. We're all for peace and harmony. But it's the people that you rock with that's not. That's what he's trying to say.
You can say Am doesn't like you. You can say Felicia doesn't. You can say Lexus doesn't. You can name all these people and say they don't like you. They're all in these comments saying, yeah, Kevin, you're doing the right thing. Let it go. Let it go. Don't bring any more to the internet. And this is regardless of how they personally feel about you. Okay? So I'm asking, you said you can't ask Break Room and all these different people, ask Vicky and all these people to not talk about me. Well, I am going to ask, I'm going to ask anybody who supports me to not talk about you, Toya. I'm going to ask them to. I'm going to ask them to leave you alone, let it go, and let the past be in the past, and let's all focus on our future endeavors. Because why wake up and harbor on something that happened yesterday? That's called crying over spilled milk. Do you understand? Now,
this joker been crying over spilled milk for 5 or 6 years, however long it's been. This joker been crying over spilled milk for a very long. This joker was crying over spilled milk when he said that Toya was 13 years old when she kicked in his door or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That crying over spilled milk, really? Really? Crying over spilled milk? Is that what we saying? Sounds like he been crying over spilled milk because this joker don't know how to heal himself. He doesn't know how to let go of anger. He holds on to things. Yeah, you gotta worry about people like that. You know what I mean?
Side always goes. They look at my family's content. Me doing a video with Jamie. Me doing a video with Lacey. They try and poke and prod at my dynamic. Meanwhile, I don't poke and prod at their dynamics. Not one bit. I don't. Now, we know from monogamous relationship to monogamous relationship, they can look very different as you guys bring out different aspects of each other. In one relationship, y'all might be more lovey-dovey. And the other one, y'all might work better together. And they don't look the same as the other one. But y'all just don't get to see them and measure them right in front of each other. So I would ask for the same respect. We're in a polygamous relationship. And because you don't understand it, doesn't mean the poke and prod.
You are in an abnormal relationship for Americans. And if they want to discuss it, because it's abnormal to them, they should be able to do that. If you don't want your polygamy relationship discussed, delete every video and don't ever show your relationship. You show your relationship, is going to be talked about. People talk about other people's polygamy relationships, but those people don't come out on here crying about it. Only you. screaming, crying, and kicking. You the only one that come out here crying about it.
Say weird things that, that's tearing down our public image. Do you understand? I don't feel like I deserve that. And
Can't nobody tear down what they don't build up. Everybody has critics. Your critics can't move you. My critics can't move me. Look at my critics. They just tried to file 9 charges against me. They ain't moved me. They ain't moved me.
way, uh, BR and AD, they say that they upset with me because I didn't come out and protect them or say something on their behalf. Okay, if that's the case, that could be done. But what they're doing is tearing me down daily. Do you understand? What's that for? You don't see me tearing them down daily. Okay? And these are people who are saying they support you. And so I asked the people who talked about you, who reported on you, to stop. Let it go and allow me and you to do our duty to protect our family. Our personal issues, Toya, should manifest into something that tears down our legacy for a lifetime. Do you understand? We're not that important. We're not that important for our family, for our issue between us to become a family issue when they're not bothering nobody and they're embarrassed by this stuff. Okay? And they are embarrassed by this stuff. They can't seem to go nowhere without somebody coming up to them telling them that we're on this internet acting like children. Do you understand? We're both entirely too old for this.
Exactly, Vanessa. Vanessa said, oh my God, why is he still talking? Because this is what he's doing. He's manipulating her. He's manipulating her is what he is. He don't know how. I would hate to have a conversation with him, right? And all I wanted was an apology because I'm not going to get an apology. Right? I'm going to get a roundabout you need to break away from people that don't like me, and you need to not listen to people that don't like me. Don't link up or associate with people that don't like me. These people don't like me. And if they don't like me, they're the enemy. If they critique me, they're the enemy. But I'm going to link up with your enemies, and you need to be okay with that because your enemies do what I tell them to do. I told them to stop and they stopped. I could have did it 2 weeks ago, but I didn't want to do it 2 weeks ago. I wanted you to suffer. Yeah, I enjoyed watching you suffer. And boy, did you suffer. Mm-hmm.
Okay? It doesn't matter who's the oldest. It doesn't matter who's right and wrong. It doesn't matter who did it first. But both of us need to stop. Okay? I can see it's taking a toll on you. I can see that you're saying that it affected your family. Please understand it's affected mine. No, I didn't lose a job, but it's affected me in many ways, Toya. Okay? Many ways. I don't even care to go into them. Okay? And so please acknowledge that. And I'm glad Obi got another job because I don't want to see your family suffer. I want your bills and stuff to be paid. I want your family to be taken care of, even if I have an issue with you. Your children are connected to you. And so it wouldn't be right for me to want any bad for you. And I don't. Okay? So this was actually very hard for me to do. And I did it. Okay? It's very, very difficult for me to do. Okay? Look at Cree. Thank you so much, Cree. She says, I agree to not mention the entire family. Thank you so much, Cree. And again, that's out of respect because you guys have talked about them and cussed them out and said a lot of things about them, talked about their looks and all of this stuff. You understand? And I have went back and forth with BR, you know what I mean? And whatever the case may be. But I ain't really had too much to say about AD. I don't even know what her issue is. Okay? But you're not going to be able to necessarily control everybody. I'm not either. We can only make this request, Toya. Okay? But outside of any request, what we have control over is us. Let us both vow to make right what we said wrong. Okay? I've officially apologized for everything that I've said. I ask anybody to not repeat it. Even if it's something I told you about me and Toya's past, let us handle that. It's our past. Okay?
Day late, dollar short.
And I'm sorry to y'all for bringing it to y'all. Okay? I shouldn't have.
Day late, dollar short.
Allowed myself to get in my emotions and reactive due to how I was feeling.
You do it all the time. That's just you. That's what you do. And you're going to do it again.
You understand? And we all can do that. We all can literally do that, but we all deserve a right to make it right. Okay? So respectfully, I apologize for bringing this to y'all. But I do ask that just let that be on my shoulders. Let me pay the price for bringing that. And let me try to make this right with my family. Okay? I don't want this to go any further than what it's gone. From this day forward, you won't see me speaking on Toya OB, our past, anything like that. Okay? And I hope that Toya can say the same things. All right? That's it, family. I love you all. And again, I apologize. All right? I got to put my family first. Felicia, I owe you one. I do. Because you was up there hot, and I know that you was about to go in.
And for what? Go in for what? What she was about to go in for? Huh? Go in and say she gonna strap on and screw somebody in the back? What was she about to go in for? Hmm?
And even do other things. Thank you. All right? Sorry to everybody that I hurt. Everybody that I hurt, okay? Peace.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on all that. I do. I called bullshit. I heard a lot of rambling, okay? A lot of rambling, a lot of what sounds like an apology, but not really an apology, because I learned an apology don't have a lot of buts behind it. And all I kept hearing is but, but. Okay. So to me, that really wasn't an apology. I don't really think he took accountability the way he should have, you know. I believe that, like I said, I do believe that he got a kick out of seeing Toya. He know Toya, you know, mushy cry, whatever the case may be. And I believe he enjoyed it. Okay. But I believe that his family or somebody must have told him he out here looking bad in these streets. Somebody told him that he actually values. Somebody that opinion that he valued told him, you out here looking bad. You out here looking foul. You foul in these streets, right? And for that, I think that embarrassed him. So I think that he doesn't want OB talking about his son no more, because it's probably messing with Lacey or whatever. And I think that that's what he doesn't like. That's what he want to clean up. You know? I'm telling you, he's trying to say go after Neo and Callie once again for him with his gay shit. And let me tell you something. Yeah, I do believe that he's definitely trying to basically tell her that she shouldn't hang around these people because they're this or they're that. But yet he didn't say not one time, I won't hang around Felicia. I won't hang around Amber, because Amber and Felicia both, and not only them, another person too, they both done some disgusting things to Toya. Some real disgusting things to Toya. But he didn't even, you see how he acknowledged what Neo and Callie has done to him? But he never acknowledged what Amber and Felicia has done to her. Only thing he says is they went in real hard. But he didn't say the way he spelled out what was done to him by Neo, what was done to him by Callie. He didn't spell out what these women did to Toya. They drugged Toya for filth. They put Toya's face on their thumbnails and distorted it, you know, made it look a certain way. So, oh, Jesus. Let me see. I dropped the link. Somebody said they wanted to come up. Okay, that's Courtney. Let me see what Courtney want, y'all. Hey, Courtney, what's up, girl? I'm going to have to put it on mute so you can talk, because I'm on this Firefox. Okay, what's up, baby? Courtney, is your microphone on? Can y'all hear Courtney? Let me know if y'all can hear Courtney. Courtney, if you're talking, I can't hear you, love. Is your microphone on? You may have to step out and come back in and put your microphone on, honey, because I can't hear you. All right. Well, she'll come back. But anyway, I can't hear Toya. I mean, not Toya, but I can't hear Courtney. I want to go over some things that oh yeah, come back. Come back. Let me know. I'll drop the link again. You can come back over. Let's go over some things. Let me see. What are some things that we can say we notice? Um, it might be interesting. Let me see. Uh, Ooh. Ooh. It says Kevin presents himself as calm, reflective, and emotionally composed, using language meant to sound mature, rational, and self aware. However, beneath the surface, this live stream is loaded with gaslighting, manipulation, blame shifting, and calculated apologies with strings attached. Yes, baby. And you know what? I like the way they put that because that's exactly what he's trying to do. Apologize, right? But it comes with strings attached, meaning I apologize, but just know that Neo, Callie, Break Room, Ashley, they mean me no good. They're going to continue to talk about me. Yeah, basically, you need to handle them publicly, disconnect from them publicly. So, believe it or not, that apology definitely came with some strings attached. Okay. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me let Courtney up right quick. Hey, Courtney.
Okay, I think I got it right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. You got background noise too though.
Yeah, I'm walking off out. Okay, I should be good now. But I just wanted to say that that was so bogus. He gets Toya so upset that she cannot articulate what she's trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was asking her about why or how this all started, it started because she tried to bow out of the saga. Then she got in trouble, in some legal trouble, and you allowed your content creators, the people that support you, to drag her. The people that Toya is friends with, they've been talking about Kevin. So what happened between Toya and Kevin is not because it caused people to turn on Kevin. Those people were already against Kevin. So what happened was he allowed the people that support him to start talking about his sister because she decided that she didn't want to talk about somebody else. He avoided the whole accountability altogether. The stuff that Callie been saying, Break Room been saying, you been saying about Kevin, Neo been saying about Kevin was way before anything took place with them. When Toya was still on their side, these people were already talking about Kevin. So nothing about their situation called for them to fall out. They he allowed them to start talking about her. And then just like what he just did just now, he could have been did that. He could have whenever she decided that and they saw her, I think she, if I remember correctly, she commented on one of Bree lives or liked the live or a picture or posted that was totally completely off topic of anything to deal with Robert. It had nothing to do with him. She liked the post that that girl put up on social media, and they went and tore her a new one. So he what he talked about was completely irrelevant to what they had going on. He was just babbling on and avoiding accountability and the truth. He started this mess with her. That girl never said nothing about his children, and Toya never called that man gay. Never called that man gay. She kept on saying, I ain't never seen him with a man. I never seen him with a man. I ain't never seen him with a man. She never called that man gay. Not one single solitary time. Nothing about nothing that Toya did was the cause of what happened. He is the cause. Him and his supporters are the cause. Because her and Dawn got into it, and they all wanted to be on Dawn's side and flip on her. And instead of him and Robert coming to social media and telling their supporters to leave her alone, they was in the comments cheering that junk on. They was in the comments cheering that junk on. Nothing about that situation was Toya's fault. Everything that Toya and OB did was in response to what they did to them. Them people weren't just sitting on their sofa at home and like, let me go live about Kevin today. That ain't what happened. OB ain't just come out the woodworks and start calling Lacey a B. That ain't what happened.
Right.
But I just wanted to shed light on the fact that his supporters is the reason. Him and his supporters are the reason why this happened. These people ain't turned on that girl. Be Neo and Break Room and Callie didn't turn on him because of they were so in support of Toya. That was them feeling like if we don't drag Toya for him, then he ain't gonna support us no more. So that's why they felt the need to comfort that girl. They didn't want to be the next thumbnail.
Yep. I agree. I agree. I'm over here eating hot tamales. I agree. I'm gonna no, I agree. You got anything else, Courtney?
Hello. I
You got
think
anything else, baby?
no, ma'am. That's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, honey. Thank you for coming up, honey.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. I agree with her. He turned on his sister. Well, they turned on Toya because Toya no longer wanted to support Brianna. I mean, go against Brianna. That's it. That's all. That's why they turned on Break Room. That's why they turned on Sean. And that's why they turned on Ashley. Because they feel like if you drug Brianna in the beginning, you need to continue to drag her. And Lord forbid, if you don't drag her no more, they're not going to like you no more. They just want people to hate Bree and hate Bree supporters. They're the weirdest bunch of people I've ever crossed in my life. The weirdest bunch. But I was going to do this analysis on this, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. Just to leave me some content for tomorrow. And it's long. It's very, very much long. So we're not going to do it tonight. We already been on almost 4 hours. So I'm going to kick this live, but I owe y'all a breakdown analysis of this video. And baby, it's deep. It's deep. So we'll do that tomorrow. OB said people have been calling K. Diddy gay for a long time, even before the saga. I want to say he even admitted that himself, but then now he's acting like he didn't say that. I could have swore I heard him say he's been called gay all his life because they say he looked like his mama. You know what I'm saying? She said he is lied on Toya about Toya. He tried to fuck with Toya. I hated that for her. Shaking my head. Oh yeah, and Jenny too. That's right. Jenny tried to lead a saga. She no longer wanted to drag Bree, and they turned on her too. You right? Oh really? Let me go look. Hold on. I be thinking I'm on the wrong page. What's the page I need to be on? Hold on. I think I'm on the wrong Cali page. Is this it? Okay, hold on. No, this can't be it. Hold on. No, that's not. Okay, hold on. All right, what's the page? What's Callie's page, Vanessa? What page is Callie? You say he just posted it. Let me hear it. He did. Callie has the clip of him saying it. Where's it at? What page is it on? I think he removed it. What? Why he remove it? I think he removed it. He removed his page? He posted it earlier. I don't see it anymore. Oh. Callie, why you remove it, bro? Yeah, I don't see it either. I'm over here eating candy. Well, let me see. No, that ain't it. Okay. He posted it early and all said he is trying to stop everyone from talking about him. Callie, don't talk anymore now. He said Toy was bigger than the well. He said lots of below the belt shit. Oh, he said Toya was bigger than. Wait a minute. He said Toya was bigger than Amber right now, or she was. Wow, he talked about her weight. I didn't even know that. Damn. Wow, that's fucked up. Yeah, why don't I start eating candy? No, I don't need it. Okay, Vanessa, see if you can find it. He said Toy was bigger than the well. Ooh, I bet that made her feel so good. All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, hold on.
Because of how my face look, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So people always say you pretty and you gay. So people always say you pretty and you gay. People always say you pretty and you gay. So I grew up fighting over this. It was a way to gay bash. So I grew up fighting over this.
Ooh, let's go back. Yeah, can y'all hear this?
Because of how my face look, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So people always say you pretty and you gay. So people always say you pretty and you gay. People
Wow.
always say you pretty and you gay. So
That's
I grew up
fucked up.
fighting over this. It was a way to gay bash. So
I grew up fighting over this. Wow.
So I grew up fighting over this.
This guy just lied.
I'll be every bit of gay if you want me to be gay. That's fine. If you grew up like I grew up, y'all called each other gay and you fought over it. Back when I grew up, gay wasn't real popular. We might have had a couple cousins that seemed a little iffy, but we didn't talk about it. Because of how my face look, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So I grew up fighting over this. It was a way to gay bash. Because of how my face look, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So I grew up fighting over this. I'll be every bit of gay if you want me to be gay. That's fine. Because of how my face look, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So people always say you pretty and you gay.
Wait a minute.
People always say you pretty and you
Oh, I didn't know it was starting over.
So I grew up fighting over this. It was a way to gay bash. So I grew up fighting over this. It was a way to gay bash. So I grew up fighting over this. So I grew up fighting over this. I'll be every bit of gay if you want me to be gay. That's fine. If you grew up like I grew up, y'all called each other gay and you fought over it. Back when I grew up, gay wasn't real popular. We might have had a couple cousins that seemed a little iffy, but we didn't talk about it. Because of how my face looked, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So I grew up fighting over this. It was a way to gay bash. Because of how my face looked, I look like my mama. People always say you pretty and you gay. So I grew up fighting over this. I'll be every bit of gay if you want me to be gay. That's fine. Because of how my
So he just literally just sit there and just tell lies and don't even care. I've never been called this. I've never been called gay. I've never been done this. No one has never said this about me. No one has never called me a manipulator. This is the first time I ever heard it. Toya, you're the first person that ever said I was gay. You're the first person that ever said I was a manipulator. Like, come on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm about to hop off, y'all. Let me read a couple of y'all comments. Thank you for the super chat, Jamaica. She said, well, I guess she's a documented liar like Kevin. Okay, girl. And Break Room, wait, why don't they have YouTube plaques? The fuck? Because they never earned them. That part, they never earned them plaques. If he grew up fighting about this and still bothers him, yeah, he's okay. Okay, Lady V. If you're still sweating over something that you've been called all your damn life, stick a fork in it. Man, I made money off that. You hear me? I learned I capitalize off of being called gay. You know? Anyway. But y'all, I was so tired yesterday when I got off the live that I did not do what I said I was going to do, and that's work on that link, y'all. I did not do it. Oh, my God. I was so tired. But we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. Even if I got to take a day off, we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done, okay? So anyway. She said he only looked pretty when he do them AI pictures. Girl, you better say that. Them damn filters and shit. These people be tripping. These people be tripping. Ain't got on no filter. Ain't got on no filter. Well, I have it on the filter. But I'm over here smacking on candy. I know I sound all like a hungry hog. Come on, y'all. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to bed. We'll talk tomorrow. I've been on now almost 4 hours. So listen, I'm about to jump this live. I'm going to save it. I'm going to retitle it because, you know, since I already talked about Kevin and them. But I got this breakdown and we're going to do this tomorrow, okay? So that other people won't miss it, all right? I love you. She said, at least it's not chicken with grease everywhere. She said, we'd rather have the candy than them loud-ass chips. I love y'all so much. Y'all hit that thumbs up button on the way out, and we will chat it up tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to listen on damn body. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our